I'd like to welcome everyone to the Week 7 podcast for the KVKL. In 2021, the Kaw Valley Kickball League added non-binary to our waivers. Actually, in 2019, the Kaw Valley Kickball League added non-binary to our waivers. In 2021, the annual Girl-on-Girl Action Clinic evolved into the Kickball is for All Clinic, a space where women, non-binary, gender-fluid humans could improve their kickball skills in an open and welcoming environment. Our KIFA event pairs with the weekly KVKL podcast. This podcast is committed to providing a safe, inclusive, and inspiring place to discuss all things kickball. To maximize this experience, our podcast is not held on a stage, but in a KVKL player's home. Our table is not square, but round, allowing for all 8 participants to chat openly and freely amongst one another, spotlighting players who are not the majority in the Kaw Valley Kickball League. At a time when laws are being passed nationwide against trans youth athletes, this podcast team thanks the KVKL board for acknowledging that our league is not just a male-female sport, because gender is expansive, expressive, and fluid. Kickball is for all in the KVKL.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kaw Valley Kickball Podcast. This is a review of Week 7 and a look into Week 8. We are broadcasting from the Room of Requirement at Hogwarts. We needed this space, y'all. We are sponsored tonight by Up to 11 Productions. They've got, I've got 7 fun shows coming up. I'll pepper them in the podcast throughout the night. But the first one is September 1st. Liberty Hall is Nico Case. You can buy tickets at Liberty Hall. And if you have any questions, Jackie Firecracker Becker, is the owner and proprietor of Up to 11 Productions, and we thank her for always being a sponsor of writing beautiful words and making me cry. Oh my God.
Goosebumps.
Cheers to you, Jackie. The panel here with me tonight, I've got a lot of beautiful people here with me. I am Erin Airbear Adams. Like I said, I play for Poshwash. I identify as she, her.
This is Summer Stacy, and I play for the Harpies, and I am she, her.
I am Ari Likes It Harder Oxter. I play for the Hurtstone at D-Holes, powered by the Bickleberg Farms. She, her.
This is Chelsea Scandalous Scanlon. Mine. I play for Screamers, 23rd Street, and yeah, that's me.
Amber Bang Bang Sidwell. I play for Arvar. She, her.
This is Yacy Young. I play for Young Spine. She, her.
Hey, I am Sarah Riley. I play for Post House.
Booty.
Jackie Becker calls me Riley Booty. Most other people just call me Riley. And she, her.
I'm Olivia Lemus, and I play for Bun Grind. Some people call me Liv, and my pronouns are she, her.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We are also being produced right now by Megan Lady Hammond, Jackie Firecracker Becker, the D-Holes and the Woos represented in the room, and we thank them very much for holding up signs to tell us to be louder or be quieter.
Or to wrap it up.
Because, we're going to have drinks and we're going to forget.
Always wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
So this past weekend, their kickball happened. It happened a couple different ways. We had a clinic. The Kickball for All clinic happened at Hobbs Park starting at 2 o'clock. It was a very successful event this year, I think. Does anybody want to talk about how much fun we had this year? Everybody?
Yes, everyone.
I really enjoyed it just because I'm super new to the league. I got to meet a lot of new people, which was exciting. And I got to improve on a lot of skills because I'm still kind of raw to the game and learning. So I appreciate y'all for having that.
I got to chat with a girl, and I'm kicking myself for forgetting her name. She doesn't play KVKL, but she graduated from Lawrence in like 06, 07, moved to D.C., played some kickball out there, and then just moved back in 2019, so like right before pandemic. And then she's been playing some City League ball, but she came out. She had glasses and blonde hair. You know what I'm talking about?
I met her Friday.
Oh, crap, I can't remember her name, but she pulled me aside and said, "Hey, tell me how this all started." And I told her the history and story of how we started this clinic, and it was really awesome. So I hope she can find a team, next year and get more involved. So it was awesome.
This is Yacy. We had an anonymous rookie type in. She said, I had a ton of fun and learned a lot. I thought it was a great way to get practice / learn technical and situational skills. Like with bunting and catching fly balls, we had the opportunity to have experienced players walk us through it one-on-one if we needed. The second base station was great for knowing who covers second base and when. Those are the hard lessons to learn in the middle of live play, so it was fun to work through in a less stressful situation.
I convinced my girlfriend to come to the clinic with me and play kickball for the first time ever. And I can't speak for her, but I really appreciated how thorough every single station was in explaining what to do situationally. And it was, I mean, she did great, and I had a great time. So, yeah, thank you for everyone who put it together.
And our youngest member was Colby, which is
I don't know. If
almost
her
said
last name is
Flanders.
Flanders. Kenny Flanders.
Sorry,
niece.
I've had 2 drinks too many apparently already. It was Kenny Flanders' niece. Colby was out there, and she's 12, but
She
she's
looks
very
17.
tall. She looks much older. I'm like, how many more years? And they're like, 6 more years. I'm like, Jesus. But no,
she's
she did
ballin'.
amazing. At one point, I saw her at the hands ready station jumping over the fence. I'm like, well, that looks like a Flanders jumping over the fence. Like, has the patented grab the fence, throw your body over to get a ball. So.
And I think this was her 3rd clinic.
Yeah, she's been coming for a while.
She's been coming for a while, so it's so great to see her out there every year and being the youngest. I mean, she's ready. She's ready to get picked up in 6 years. So,
Yeah. No, she literally was like, why can't I play now? Make it make sense. Why can't I play yet? And I'm like, well, there's a lot. But so this year the clinic was sponsored by 5 amazing businesses, Young Spine and Joint, Fine Fitness, why am I blanking? Santa Massage and Wellness, Nourish Training, and Up to 11 Productions, of course. Some of these sponsors have been with us since the beginning, and some of us are new. And we literally couldn't do a lot of what we do without the sponsors, because that money goes into the seed money for the shirts and koozies and any kind of cost that the event needs. And then every time we sell a shirt, that money goes into the 2021 charity vault. And this year the charity is Burton Nash, and that's mental health, and that is very needed, and it is very important for this group of people as well. So thank you to the sponsors. You guys are huge. Thank you to the volunteers, the men and women, and everyone who made it out to step up and donate their time, because that's invaluable as well. There are some leftover shirts. I don't know exactly how many right now. There's some people who haven't paid for their shirts yet. So if you want to know about T-shirts or tank tops, reach out to Stacy. She's a board member. She's easy to get a hold of. If you weren't able to make it, the people who are out there volunteering are the type of people who you could probably go up to and be like, hey, I missed the clinic. What did I miss? Tell me about it. And they'll tell you, and it'll be super duper fun. So I'm always willing to give people information. The only thing we didn't really go over at the clinic that I wish we always had time for was place kicking. So maybe one year we'll have a little more time for that. So now Megan has designed a super fun game for us. This is quick fire questions for Olivia, Ari, and Amber. Oh, I'm sorry. I had Olivia. Yacy, Ari, and
wait a
Amber.
minute before this question. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready now.
So we're going to do a quick demo of this one. It's a name 3 things. You have 5 seconds to name 3 things to the question I ask you. So, Ari, you're going to be our test dummy here.
Okay.
So name 3 colors your poop can be.
Brown, green, and black.
Ooh, yeah, win. Take a drink. All right, Yacy, are you ready?
Oh, God, I guess.
Yacy, name 3 underrated sports you wish that people knew more about.
Rugby, lacrosse, badminton.
Kickball.
Yes!
I panicked. What about pickleball? Yeah, I do love pickleball.
Yeah, why isn't kickball in the Olympics yet? Come on.
Agreed.
All right, Ari, you ready for yours?
Oh, shit. Okay.
All right, name 3 things you'd never want to hear on a first date.
Is it in yet?
I love you.
What's your name? And I love you. Yeah, that's good. I forgot my wallet.
All right, Amber, you ready for yours?
Yep.
Name 3 pregame kickball superstitions or rituals that you think people might have.
visualizing what they're doing, drinking, shotgunning beers.
Yep.
It sounds like what Troy writes in his diary before a kickball
In the
game.
parking lot. Drinking on the field and in the parking lot.
Someone who shaves their whole body before their game.
What? You know someone who shaves their whole body before their games? I would like to know who this person is.
Maybe
Can I
after the
guess?
mics go off, we'll find out.
I know it's
No?
not
Okay.
Finley. It's not Finley.
It's
That's
not
my.
Finley.
All right, Ari, you have something to read for us?
I do. I'm going to talk about Rainbow Kids and Families. Ever wondered why inclusive, healthy, and safe spaces are important? As a professional, have you ever asked yourself how you can help and support the local LGBTQA+ families, students, and fellow coworkers? Let the local Lawrence group, Rainbow Kids and Family, be your guide. Research overwhelmingly supports the importance of surrounding children with positive, healthy, and inclusive environments. This occurs through acceptance, education, and equity-focused policies, practices, and resources. Rainbow Kids and Families partners with regional schools, teachers, and parents to accomplish these objectives. This is an elementary school student and family-led nonprofit organization that was initially founded after a local student was discouraged from sharing info about his gender identity with his peers at school. Rainbow Kids and Families, headed by a very talented group of local community members, host multiple safe events and activities throughout the year, hands out pride packs to students and families, airs informative webinars for teachers, and offers support groups for anyone in the community. Interested in learning more about the organization or donating to their cause, check them out at rainbowkidsandfamilies.org and be sure to follow them on Instagram. And we have a KVKL member, Derek Hurst, and he's on the board for Rainbow Kids and Families, and he plays for the Sacred Sword.
Yes, and this is something that I wish was in a lot more places because I have a trans nephew and he lives in rural Maine and he has battled suicide and been going to therapy. He's finally graduated high school, going to college in a very inclusive school.
Yay! I'm glad he could be himself and go to college and be who he wants to be. You know.
So now we want to ask some questions for one of our members here tonight. Yacey, how did you first join KVKL? What does it mean to you for being a member and member of the, what is it, you called it the Alphabet Mafia?
Yeah. So I got picked up to play on Balls Deep my first year with Derek, Josh, Chelsea, and Adam when playing for the City League about 10 plus years ago. This organization and the members have shown nothing but inclusivity to me. The rules have been worded differently to be more inclusive to marginalized groups, including pronouns and the gender spectrum. In the decade I've been in the league, I haven't faced any discrimination or heard any derogatory remarks about my sexuality, which is unfortunately pretty cool. It should be more common that doesn't happen, but I hope this league continues to grow and attract more women, gender-fluid individuals, and members of the LGBTQIA2S+, or also known as the Alphabet Mafia.
I like that term. I like that.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you so much for giving us your feedback on that and letting us know how you got involved. It's nice to hear that you are loved in our family. This is a very emotional topic. We all work really hard to make sure everyone feels welcome, and so when people talk about not feeling included, it really breaks my heart. Kickball happened last week, and I've been told that people aren't cleaning up after themselves, and that pisses me off too because this is a beautiful city, and fuck you for not picking up your trash.
Get your shit cleaned up or Cosgrove will come after you, right? You don't want to have a Cosgrove post on a Monday saying, hey, YSC8 was a garbage fest. What's wrong with you people? Clean your shit up.
We know
Just
what
be
fields
nice.
you played on. We'll find you. Apparently there's something on my face. I don't care. No one can see me but you guys. Kickball happened. Sunday game recaps. Who was there for R Bar Asteroid Head? 11-1 R Bar.
Bang and bangs. Tell us about it.
Yeah. So we were really excited to play this game. The final score was 11-1. And so as we moved up a few divisions this season, we were really excited with that win. We had a really good time playing Asteroid Head, and as far as what happened, I know our team played really, really well defense. we had a really good first couple innings. And
Your
then it was-
first inning, 8.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would be like, oh, game's over.
And it looks like-
8 in the first inning.
They had They had Clint Thrasher. They probably had Pat. They had some of their big kickers, but you guys are on one, and that field had the wind blowing into the dirt. Yeah.
Yes.
So that
down
brought down their leg.
Yeah. And so we had a lot of fun playing with them. We've been practicing a lot as a team, and I feel like this season our teams really come together and just having fun.
Yeah, it shows that you guys have been practicing.
I mean, who still practices with their teams at this table? Because I feel like we did a lot in our first years, but I don't feel like now that at least D-Holds, we're old as fuck. So we're just show up and don't be hurt on Sunday,
I always try to organize scrimmages, but people have real lives to go to, so
people have real jobs outside of kickball.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Post House had one practice before the season started, and maybe five or six of us showed up to our first practice, and now we just try and get there really early for games and kind of get some kicks in beforehand.
I mean, that's I think a lot of
that's the standard.
Yeah, it's a
No
standard.
one's doing the 3:00 shirt factory practices
Shirt Factory's
anymore.
not doing a 3:00 kicking practice anymore.
I
so.
do feel like a lot of the newer teams, though, are practicing. I know Luisa's gets the field quite often. I know our
think that's what they're doing right now.
lot. Liberty Hall has been practicing a lot. So I think there are. And Bunt and Grind is also practicing. So
Well, they
I
have-
think there are several teams
I
out
think
there.
you guys have a city league team too, with most of the same people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
puff pass.
What does that mean? What does puff puff pass mean?
No,
I think you know what it means. Play the fifth.
I just want to see Olivia say it.
Anything else on that game? No. Next game was Jazz House at Corksuckers. Sorry, they weren't in order in my brain.
Sorry, that was me.
13-3 Jazz House over Corksuckers. I believe Ari got an earful on this one.
Oh man, I had a 25-minute phone call with Rick today. He just loves to talk about kickball with me. He didn't have a whole lot to say. He did say, they've got a young team again.
Again,
always.
as in
They're always young. He said, they're really good at
Being sassy.
offense and they're defense, and they're working on their base rate. A lot of soccer players who didn't play softball, so they got to work on that base rate and stuff. But he said he did want to point out that his first baseman Lee Campbell had an unassisted double play where it's a line drive at first, and that runner shot off the bag, and he caught the ball and then tagged the guy and had an unassisted double play, and he basically said this was the best game of the year so far for Jazz House. So he's just really happy with his team with this game.
So, isn't Lee Campbell related to the McKees?
Is he in the Dynasty?
He's a McKee family member.
McKee
So
Campbell,
yeah.
Is it Jess's brother?
Yeah.
Oh, has he always played?
The last 2 or 3 years at least.
And there were some notes on this one, and it says Clay wrote this, and I think what they're referring to is the third base ref was Brian fucking Johnson. Ask McGrew.
Hashtag
Clay,
Ask McGrew.
Yeah, Clay wrote this. He is a child in an older person's body.
Right,
And,
man-child Clay.
Ball change in the 8th inning for the Jazz House Corksucker game.
We'd like to know why. Was the ball popped? Was it flat?
Did
was
you
it
disagree
smooth?
on something?
Did it get wet?
What happened to your
It
ball?
was sprinkling. What's wrong
It
with
was
your
raining a
balls?
little. It was about the 8th inning that it was raining.
Sprinkling
pretty,
off and on.
Pretty
Yeah.
good. That first. Oh, that was the second game though.
Yeah. No, first game it was
It was not
sprinkling.
raining
first.
at that
All right.
point. Yeah.
Johnny's Ladybird game,
Stacy.
Oh yeah, that would be me.
7-5. Johnny's over Harpies.
Yeah. I really don't have any spectacular notes except for our team. Kelsey is back after a very long absence with a broken foot.
She's
So
always
it's healed,
broken.
Or she just playing on a broken foot?
So
Sounds
a
like
little
Kelsey.
bit of both. A little
Kelsey,
bit
I
of
love
both.
you, but
Sounds
you're always
about
broken.
right. Sounds about right.
Actually, she was released, but
Okay.
she's still having some pain, she said. But she was able to play. So we were super stoked to get her back this week. That girl has a leg, and
She's got 2.
yes, luckily it's yeah. Well, you couldn't tell at the game. Anyway, it was, Johnny's came out strong. They scored 4 runs on us. They had those 4 runs for the first few innings. But I don't know if anybody knows this about the Harpies, but we are a comeback team. We will be down most of our games, and we come back.
So you
We
come.
don't
So you
fall
come from
apart.
behind, is
We
what you're saying.
always come
Okay.
from
All
behind.
right.
Oh, no, we've met.
Yeah, we're not one of those teams that fall apart when we get down. We don't get angry. We just, are able to pull ourselves together and fight it out. So we were able to come back, tie it up 5-5. And then in the we went 10 innings. In the last inning, Johnny's was able to get 2 on us, and then we just weren't able to answer that back. So it was a really great game. Lots of great defense and offense on both teams. But yeah.
So, how long have you been playing kickball now, Stacy?
I think this is my 10th year.
10 years
think this is
ago,
10.
did you see yourself sitting as a 1 seed?
Oh hell no! Oh God no! We were the team that was getting killed 32-0.
Started at the bottom, now they're here.
Every single game. I think we have been in every single division except the 2s. So
It's great in the 2s. We've been there for
I have nothing
5,
against the
7.
2s.
I feel like I've been at 2 my whole life.
I
Yeah.
have nothing against the 2s. We just kind of, teetered back in. Like, we were close last year, didn't get it. Lost to Corksuckers. We were in the 3s, and then this year we were able to jump, too.
Yeah.
So
And how old's Elle?
Elliot is 16.
So 2 more years till you have all 3 boys.
2 more years until
And then,
the whole Alvarez family, the whole clan is on the field together.
So what's above a 1 seed? What do you aim for now?
the cup?
There it is. I love it. All right. YSC2 Brutang at Pauschwash, 19-2 Brutang. I don't have a lot to say about my game because I couldn't play, and when I'm not allowed to play, I don't like watching. If I'm not allowed to get involved, why should I even watch? I'm not a voyeur. So Sonia from Brutang is 4 months, almost 5 months pregnant, 24 weeks. I'm not good at translating that for whatever reason. She's still playing kickball, and she's still running it out to first base when people are running at her with the ball, tagging her in the belly, and I'm like, what are you doing? She's destroying it.
What a badass.
She's such a badass. And from my team, we picked up a girl named Danielle to play, and a guy named Dylan. Dylan is Emily Olympic from Free State's boyfriend. I saw him on the bench. I was like, have you ever played kickball? No? You're coming with me. And then my teammate Alan, his wife, jumped in the game, and she's got a little bit of soccer history, so she was kicking great, but she doesn't know baseball rules. So there were a couple miscommunications. There's a dog barking with baseball rules for her. Nothing bad to say about Brutang. They're a great team. We had a lot of fun. I got lippy with the refs, and I apologize, but I'm the only one on my team who does any shouting or talking, and my teammates know better than to talk, so I do all of it. So I apologize to Grant and Luke and Lauren and Jess, because I was kind of being a bitch. But great game, Brutang, and your ladies were stellar. David was also kicking lights out. Next game, YSC 3, Tree Care at Post House. Tree Care 13-11.
Riley Booty.
Woo! So this was a really fun game, actually. I mean, it always is when you play KTC. Everyone on the team is awesome and so much fun to play against, and obviously they're all fantastic athletes. It was a close game for most of it. Then they, I think, scored 7 on us in the 6th inning, and there was rained a little bit then, but I mean they probably would have done it anyway. They're just that good. But yeah, no, it was a good time, and we tried to fight back, and we ended up coming within 2. So yeah, nothing bad to say about them. All their females are fantastic. Obviously, you've got Angela on the team. You've got Janae, Nicole Flanders, and
she's also
Liz.
playing pregnant.
And she's playing pregnant, and she was bunting, crazy good. So, yeah.
I definitely think those with child need to score 2 points.
Yeah,
when they cross
like
home
bonus points.
I'd like to see that in the rules next year.
And then I just realized this, but apparently Blake on our team got on base every time he kicked, which is pretty awesome against KTC. So good for him.
That's really great.
Shit. Good job, Blake.
Yeah. There is also a note. It says Marcus double and Simon a triple to the fence, which started the scoring for Post House.
Oh yeah, Marcus had an awesome kick. And
how many layers was he wearing?
I think probably like 4 or 5.
I should have gone to him because I was freezing cold. I should have borrowed some clothes from him.
I did not see Marcus wearing a hat, and I was like, "Oh, Marcus has hair," because he always has a hat and long sleeves and sweatpants, and so you never know what's going on. And I was shocked to see him without a hat on Sunday. And
probably
to
lost
see
it
his
or
hair.
something. That's weird.
I saw him in shorts one day.
Did he lose a bet?
Well, he was at a game, but he was not playing kickball.
That was the first game of the season, I think, because he showed up in shorts, and I was like, he owns those? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, but was he playing that day?
No, he was. Okay. He was just reffing for us, and I guess then right after he had to go back to work. So that's I mean, that's dedication right there.
Yeah,
so.
no, I was like, I was shocked when I saw him. I was like, what are you doing?
I know. It
He's
was.
like, I'm not playing. I'm like,
I think it was shocking for all of us. But
Well, the fun thing about kickball is that we love things outside of kickball. One of the things we love the most outside of kickball is music, and Up to 11 brings us lots of amazing concerts. Another concert coming up that Up to 11 is bringing us is Deeper and Oh Me. Okay. I was like, Oh Me. No, is the band, and Deeper. And that's September 28th at the Bottleneck. For tickets to that, just go to the Bottleneck's website. If you want to learn more about concerts coming up, you can go to Up to 11 on Twitter or Instagram.
I bet Ari Likes It Harder is going to Deeper.
She might. I mean, I really would love to see Ari and
blushing.
Steve Harder at the Deeper concert. The next game, speaking of Ari Likes It Harder, YSC 3, 7 o'clock D-holes at Red Lion. It looks like Red Lion got that game in a squeaker, 8-9. I literally saw Sam Beeham running and sliding into home plate as I was walking up to see how the game was going, and I was like, if he gets hurt again, I swear to God.
So our game the whole time was very, it was very back and forth. We score some, they score some, and then we get to the top of the 9 and it's tied. Or no, we're down by 1, 9-8 at the.
Yeah, Sam would have been the tying score.
yeah,
Oh, shit, you weren't there.
it was
Like,
9-8.
I'm looking at it.
I
Thank
think
you.
it was 9-8.
Riley was there.
Yeah.
I saw the
Because
ending.
Sam would have been the tying run, was what I was
So
told.
Sam slid into home. There was 2 outs. Who kicked? Who kicked Sam around? I forget. Kelsey, Brian. Brian kicked Sam. Sam was at second. 2 outs.
Was he hungover from the wedding?
Perhaps. No,
it might have been
Sam.
Amber.
So Sam ran from second to home, and it was 2 outs, and he would have been the tying run. Oh, thank you.
Anyways.
I can't read a score sheet. Amber kicked Sam in to home, and he slid, and home ref called safe. We're like, yeah, we're tied, and then 1 and 3 were like, no, we think he was out. Let's have a discussion, and it. You never want a game. You never want the game decision to end at the plate. Someone sliding in. Like, I would have rather have tied and then have Red Line beat us with their offense. That would have been a little more respectable or happier. I don't know. I was upset. It was sad. It was not the way.
You were visibly upset.
Visibly, yeah. I high-fived, but I told no one good game because I was not happy.
Just like, fuck you.
I high-fived and I stared straight ahead and I was just like, I'm so mad right now. And then I went to the dugout and took my cleats off and I talked to Steve and he was like, he was out. And I'm like, okay, that's what I need to hear. Steve had he was outside of the fence, like he stands, and watching it from first baseline. And even Simon, Simon's like, hey, hope you don't hate me. I was like, shut the fuck up. I love you. I'm just mad how the game ended. You're one of my best friends.
Right.
Yeah, it was just, no one wants to end a game at a play at home where some refs call safe, some call,
Yeah.
well, let's talk about it. I'm like, oh, God dang
Controversial calls are never the way to end a game.
But
That sucks.
Lion played amazing. They were great. Their girls are amazing. Shauna and Ubi and Leslie. Yeah, I mean,
Cammy.
yeah.
I've got
And
notes
Janelle,
from
and
him.
Janelle, yeah, they're all they're good ladies. They've been around the kickball block. They've been there a while. They're all really good and they're all friends. So it was fun to play against them. But man,
Yeah.
what a
I've got all kinds of notes from Ben Hutnick. He says a whole lot, so I'm going to try to paraphrase a little bit. But he says that they brought in a ringer who was only going to play the one game, and then he's moving to Vietnam. That's Ben Wright. And apparently he just destroyed everything, according to the notes down there, like singles, doubles, triples. Maybe he batted the cycle. I don't know. But apparently he did great.
no, he didn't. He's got 2 outs here.
Oh.
But he scored twice.
He scored twice. Okay, but the notes on the Ben Wright's notes.
Somebody's got a crush on Ben Wright. I think that's Blake.
Blake Friedman.
Blake Friedman has a crush on Ben Wright based on the notes. Anyways, Ben Hutnick's notes talk about how Amber Lord was amazing. Megan Hammond's absence was probably a factor in the game being so close. The gals kept everything rolling. Lindsay is a lockdown at shortstop for the Red Lion. Ashley's been kicking fantastic the past few weeks. Leslie and Janelle have been doing a lot of sacrificing to advance the runners. Cam is dynamite all-around player, lucky to have her. Jared apparently rediscovered his line drive legs and looked like he was Jake Friedman-esque is what it says. There's a whole lot of, it's a really lot of notes here, so I'm not going to read all of them. But thank you, Ben, for sending those in. Megan, I know you didn't get to play, but do you have any? Did Alex come at home and like? Murr, 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 murr? Okay, I know.
I mean,
I looked at all the salty faces after, and I bumped into Thunder
salty,
on my way.
yeah, was an understatement.
I bumped into Jason Thunder on my way to the car, and I was like, "You're gonna need to give Amber a hug when you see her because she's gonna be salty."
Oh, next game.
Next game was YC 4, 5 o'clock, Red Legs 2, Muddy Waters 7. Who was able to watch this one?
I actually got to watch this one, and I took some notes. Let me open up my phone here. Well, I told Cal after the game, I was like, you guys are, obviously Muddy's good. Red Legs are good. I'm like, it's like watching NBA games. Like, it's kind of boring because you're all so good. I know, like, he's going to bunt, like, she's going to get the out, and, like, he's going to kick a home run. Like, they're just really good teams. Cal had a really amazing head first dive back to first on, like, it was a pop-up bunt, so she jumped off the bag and started to go to two, and then she's like, oh, shit, caught. And she did a really amazing head first dive back to first, and she was safe. I saw Cal kick a nice RKI over Finley's head at third base. I saw another girl. I'm trying to think. She has curly hair, red, and she's short.
Tierney?
Tierney?
Yes,
Tierney.
she kicked one that just like you could hear it like hit Finley's fingertips and just fell over his head, and she got to first.
Oh, love it, ladies.
I did love how Finley at one point he was up to kick. And he had 2 fouls, and on his second foul, he ran really hard and then ran to his dugout and got a beer, and then came back to home plate to finish with one of his patent, Finley kick with the drag foot bunt and got on. It's just funny. Like he took a break to get a beer. Let's see. My player of the game was Cal at pitcher. Like she was just line drives catching them, grounders getting outs at first. Like Cal just had a great game. She was my player of the game, and then my honorable mention is the catcher for Red Legs. Who he wears a mid-drift tank top that's cut off, and he rocks it. So that's my honorable mention for the Muddy Red Legs game. It was just a good game. They're good teams. What can I say?
Who wears a midriff on what team? I missed it.
It's on Red Legs, and we call him Fake Blake. He looks like Blake Freeman
what is his
from
name?
Post House.
I know who you're
But
talking
he
about.
looks
Redhead?
he looks like Blake Freeman's little brother. Like
Button grind? Button grind?
He used to be on West Coast, though. I think they were West Coast.
yeah.
So, but yeah, button grind, but now West Coast.
And the score sheet notes on that game says, Muddy is muddy. James bunting is fun to watch. Great sportsmanship by both teams. So that's
Love
good
to
to
hear that.
Also want to thank Jordan from Red Legs. She was one of the KIFA coaches at the infield second base, how to cover second base.
Love you.
With Yacy and Derek. So thank you, Jordan. She's, everyone's kickball crush. She's great.
I'm told that she was able to keep Derek quiet, which is impressive.
Yes, I can confirm. Derek started out talking, but then he shut up quickly.
Yay. Love you, babe. The next game, I believe, YSC 4, Love Garden at Honey Badgers. Love Garden 6-4. This is another game that Jake Friedman made the drive back from St. Louis for. And the only reason I even knew he was in town was because I bumped into Bay in the stands. I was like, Bay's here, yay! Bridget, his lovely wife.
I guess they had a wedding this week and they were back home for. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, wedding. Oh, kickball
I guess
game.
I have to come to Lawrence and play kickball. And so Jake did send us notes, and it says the game was extremely competitive, entertaining, and fun to play in. Tied 4-4 going to the 8th. We were able to manufacture 2 runs at the top of our lineup in the top of the 8th, and then shut down their lineup for the first time all game.
They only scored in 2 innings, Honey Badgers, against Love Garden. 2 innings.
That's really cool. Tyler, their catcher, Skylar, third base, pulled off some insane throws to make outs against perfectly executed bunts late in the game to catch out the win. Honey Badgers are awesome to play. Very competitive guys and gals, argumentative about a call here and there, but that's everybody. Ultimately, I think they're the best team we've beaten this year, and based on the other results plus what I saw on the field, I predict them to win out the remaining of the 2s. Their success this season is a testament to the fact that fast players are great at bunting. You win a lot of games in the KVKL doing that. For Love Garden, I think we leveled up over the course of the game and started consistently making marks against the bunt. Shout out to the reffing crew, which did awesome throughout this close game. We had a first-time ref at first, but I think he got all the calls right. So whoever you were would have been Muddy.
D. It just says D.
Okay, so thank you.
That would be Red Legs D.
Red Legs.
Whoever you
Good
are.
job, D.
Good job, D. So that's from Jake.
Yeah, I saw some of this game too, actually, just the first 4 or 5 innings or so. And it was a really good, close. Defenses were both playing great. I think it was the Honey Badgers center fielder had like an amazing diving catch, which was really cool to see. And then I think it was Courtney on Love Garden. She had 2 really good bunts to advance runners both times, so that was awesome to see as well. But yeah, that was a fun game.
All right. The next game was YC 5, Free State at Drop Stoppers. This was a game that was going back and forth from what I could tell on the next field over. Score. At one point, I heard the score was tied 8-8 or 9-9. I didn't actually get to watch it, but I have a lot of notes on it. Final score, Free State 13, Drop Stoppers 12. Anybody else have any notes on this game, or is it just me?
Oh, it says 13. 13.
What did I say?
13-12.
13-12 was final score.
I thought that's what I said.
I'm sorry.
If I said it wrong, I apologize.
That was probably me just not hearing.
So I wandered over after the game I was reffing was done and checked it out because the game I was reffing ended really fast. The score was tied when I got there. Free State, Lindsay Dieter was over there. LD was dressed like a manager wearing a sports jacket and had
No, she's out for the whole
had a
season.
little book, and she keeps track of the rotation of the way the ladies on her team play. And she brackets it out, and it's inning 1, inning 2, all the way through to 9, where they play, and she rotates them based on where they're needed, where they're best for the situation that's upcoming. Just literally managing it. It's super professional, and she comes out and puts in that much work because it's probably really, really hard for her not to be playing. And she did an amazing job out at the clinic doing the outfield pop flies.
Yeah, I was going to mention, she was out there and she did an amazing job.
Yeah. And I talked to Emily Limpick during and after the game because, like I said, I stole her boyfriend from her to come play kickball for me. She was killing it out there as well. And she had a lot to say about her game. Specifically, I will say that Emily says it's not cool to put your hands on people when you don't want to put your hands on people. And this brings up the code of conduct. I know we were going to talk about this earlier, and I skipped it. Code of conduct, you guys, if you haven't read it, it's very important. It basically talks about your manners on the field. And that goes for captains, players, and refs. The referees have the discretion to make sure that you are being a nice human. And if I've got them with me if you want to read them, anybody? But read them over. Jackie and I wrote these in 2013. Probably took us 2 or 3 hours to write them. We put a lot of thought into them because there was a lot of bullshit going on back then. And if you go back and look at Sundays in the Park back then, you can see there was a lot of hate. And we nipped that in the bud really fast.
I mean, there's
Kathy helped write that as well.
there's 4 words for code of conduct. Don't be a dick.
Yep.
Yeah?
Forwards.
Yeah. Play like your grandparents are watching sometimes,
Right.
yeah? So that being said, during the game, it looked like there were a lot of really close calls and a lot of really close plays, and the score was going back and forth. Free State was always coming back and scoring. I do have notes from Adam Patterson, the captain of Drop Stoppers. He wants to shout out to Michelle and Angela, who have been there since they were Taco Tuesday, which was right after they were balls deep. A shout out to the 2 rookie ladies, Kiara and Lisa, who are getting better every week. We should have won the game, but we didn't, and on to the next one. When you're beating yourself and the refs are piling it on, it's too much to overcome. Brandon Van Nice from his team has just finished chemo. He is playing through beating brain cancer, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, yay, Brandon.
So welcome back, Brandon. And hot scoop that I just found out, I got a text message. Bryson will not be playing on that team for the rest of the season.
That's some tea.
Yep.
Pinkies
Bryson?
up for that tea.
Bryson does know. Adam Patterson texted me and said, you want a scoop? So he's also said that if anybody else wants to talk to him personally about it, to do that. And he's not going to drag out any drama online. So,
I will say in that situation, I did get confirmation from someone that said that the situation was handled really well by all the captains and the refs. Yeah. And so a big shout out to everyone who helped in that situation to keep it calm and under control.
Absolutely. And thank you guys for reffing. It was Louise's Empire reffing that game, and they really did do a very good job because I was watching and they were on it. They were paying attention, and I loved it. And coming from a place where 6 seeds are up there reffing games that are intense like that, sometimes it's not always a good situation, but this one worked out really well. The next game, YSC 5 at 7, Louise's 22 at Empire 13. I didn't have a chance to watch this. Who got notes on this game?
It was Amber and I. Amber and I were
Thank you,
watching
guys.
this game.
I didn't even know.
Amber, do you have something you want to go ahead and start with?
So first, having been in sixes before, watching this game, I was really impressed with both teams' kicking. They were on the ground, great kicks on both sides. Empire, their right outfielder, right, Stacy? Jonah?
Yeah, Jonah.
Oh my goodness, he was making some ridiculous, crazy catches out there.
Yeah, he was like Ozzie Smith from the Cardinals in the outfield with like some diving catches. At one point, one of them hit his head, like he headed the ball, and so I like turned away because I was like, oh, he's not, that's whatever. It's definitely hitting the ground. Well, apparently I turned away too fast because he headed the ball and then like as he's diving and then he caught the ball. Like I don't know how it happened. I am kicking myself for missing that. But it was amazing. He had 4 catches like that. And Seth from Free State was just completely blown away by his performance. Unfortunately, he couldn't hang on to that performance in the last 2 innings, and he did have a couple of drops in the last innings. But the first 4 were just, phenomenal catches.
So that's a huge shootout to Louise's for their first win this season. Welcome, new team. You got your first one under your belt. Good job.
And I have to give a shout out to the Empire's catcher. The Empire's pitcher. Her outfit was baller.
Was that Anna?
Yes,
she always looks really good.
Yes, it is
Please,
Anna.
please describe said outfit.
Okay. Yes.
The
So she
shorts?
had her Empire shirt, which has the neon print on the front. She had the neon green print shorts. The neon green shorts with striped rainbow socks, and then the neon shoes to match. It was.
I love a good
points.
kickball outfit.
I
I
know,
love
we
it.
do. We appreciate
She
it.
always looks good. Oh, wait.
Yes. Yeah, no, it was mostly all Jonah here.
Yeah, they posted on Facebook somewhere that he's a hidden gem, and I was like, he's about to get poached, y'all. Watch out. YSC 6 at 5 o'clock, Shirt Factory at John Denver. I reffed this game because Josh Ritten was at my house putting new locks on my house. Thank you, Joshy. So, Shirt Factory 4, John Denver 15. John Peach says this is the worst beating he's ever had in a kickball game. Wow. It's literally his only note. And then he was like, I don't want to talk about
Well,
it.
I don't. I have the privilege of getting to see everyone's roster, and I can say short and concise rosters are the way to go.
Yep.
Shirt Factory. I know they probably did this in the past. They are not following that suit this year.
Yeah.
I think they have the biggest roster I've ever seen.
Are you serious?
I want to say 26 or more players,
What?
and
That
I
can't be
have
possible.
not looked. I have not looked at the score sheets, like the roster for this week, the score sheets for this week, and the there may have been new players this week. I don't know.
I don't think there are any new this week, but I think they've had some that played 1 or 2 games.
Right? Yes,
because,
they've had a lot of. And when you have a lot of subs, it hurts.
Yeah,
You know?
and Kayla got hurt. She's out all season.
But
yeah,
I think that's what their thing is. They just haven't had their core people there every week.
True.
Bree's little sister played this week.
She's played a couple of times.
Okay.
She's probably she's at least 3 at this point. But yeah, Paul Peach had surgery on his tore a bicep.
Yes.
Kayla broke
really
an
bad.
ankle, or is it a stress fracture? Doing so her family has a ranch back home, and she was doing some cow shit and stepped in a hole and
Not doing cow shit,
but she
some
broke her
cow
ankle bloop
shit.
bloop both ways.
Damn.
Steve was out for 3 weeks with a pulled hamstring that was pulled from his literally the cheek of his ass to his ankle. It was a nasty bruise. Saw it. Because
Oh, man.
he got a dirty kickball game, I promise. But yeah, so they've had some injuries this year that have really
had to bring in some subs because of it.
And then I think after 3 or 4 games, they picked up Rashna, who was retired. Now she's back, and
She brought in Alex Fox.
she brought in Alex Fox.
Yep, Alex is on
their
the team.
buddies. So she's like, "Hey, come play on shirt."
So JDE was kicking lights out, could not miss every single gap they hit. Everybody. If they were bunting, they bunted to where no one was. If they were kicking away, they were kicking to where no one was. And I don't want to call you out, Alex Fox, but I hope you hear this because what the fuck were you doing? You were not running to the balls. You were literally derp to derp, walking around in the outfield like you'd never been there before.
JDE scored all but 2 innings.
They nickeled and dimed him the whole game. I love Alex Fox, and he knows that, and he needs to be called out on his bullshit playing.
Yeah,
So-
all but 7 innings, JDE scored. Their score sheet's just square.
Yeah, the pitcher for John Denver was lights out, just great pitches. They weren't Shirt Factory wasn't sending a lot of pitches back. No, they were good pitches, and John Denver had to send a lot of pitches back because they were rotating pitchers, and I don't think anybody really warmed up. The Shirt Factory's positions were switching a lot. I don't know if that's something else that doesn't happen.
I heard that too. There's a lot of rotation in their positions.
I could hear Steve in the outfield yelling, "Get your shit together!" So I knew he was mad. Okay, anybody else have any notes for this game?
Nope.
Any notes on the bottom of the pages?
Nope.
It says diving,
Oh, shit.
diving, dope catch, center, Logan, LSF, so Lawrence Shirt Factory. What does that say?
Ground rule triple by Keith.
Ground rule triple in the second inning.
Ground
by
rule
Keith.
triple in the second.
Boo clouds. It was raining.
Blue clouds.
And then lots of notes on Shirt Factory side.
Yeah, it says field chalked wrong, encroachment line, pitcher line
5 feet
were
off.
off.
Yes, 5 feet wrong.
Something, I don't know. I don't know how you can get one field wrong and the other one's all right. Yeah. Tough call for a Lawrence Shirt Factory.
Oh yeah, that's the one that I wanted to talk about. A ball landed on the white powder. Poof. Fair ball, yeah. A brand new third base ref yells foul ball. So the runner from Shirt Factory ran to 2. The person kicking ran to 1. The foul got called. They came back. The very next play ended up being a double play out. So that was a tough call.
Next game.
Next game. Late fees at Soda Jerks. Soda Jerks win 15-10.
How about them jerks?
I have some notes from Derek. He says Sarah Bloom came out swinging after having a baby during the pandemic. I think she's, 4 months old now. Every lady was on point. Thunder had an in-the-park home run. The best play of the game was Ashley Jarmer. She bloped it over first.
That was a great play.
Matt didn't run, and she was screaming at him to move his ass. So she did make it safe to 2. Robin was great with their pitching, and Derek doesn't know their name, but a person playing third had a great jumping catch. Mitch also had a cool sliding catch in the outfield. Their first baseman was on point all game. And I think that's it.
Well, then
Yeah.
you read the notes.
Oh, yes, I have a note on that too because Amber and I watched this game, and yes, Robin is an ass kicker. Apparently, she does not like Miller, the catcher of.
Chris Miller?
Yes.
On late fees?
Of her own team.
Who doesn't like him?
Oh, it's Miller time.
It is
No,
Miller
it's
time.
not Miller. Who was it?
He's the catcher.
Is it her?
Catcher for the other team.
Yeah. Who was that? Who was catching? Should I put Miller down? But she.
Oh, it says Josh. Is there a Josh?
Is it Josh? Did she kick
Yes,
Josh?
it says Robin
Oh,
isn't.
it was Josh.
It says Robin is an ass kicker. Josh kicked in the ass. Looks
Yes,
like Robin
no, not
kicked
once.
Josh in the ass.
But no, that was Gio. That's what it was. Yeah, Sarah kicked Josh.
No, Gio is a face kicker. It says on
yeah,
this one
Gio's a face kicker because she kicked Miller in the face.
twice. It says double face kicker.
So everything
That's what it was. Sorry, Miller.
everything that you just said to me boils down to the fact that the people kicking were hitting the catchers with the ball multiple times. And
Yes.
I would like to remind you all that Josh Ritten is playing with an artificial leg and still has a .66 base average.
Yeah, I saw him kick 2 times, and both times he got on base.
Shredder.
It was amazing. Let's see.
Yep.
I just have some notes about Robin with her pitching. She's a beautiful pitcher. I don't know if you ever had a chance to watch
Them, they.
her with her little
They're
throw-up
pitching.
Them, they.
Yes. Aggressive base running by Gio. Her face. You should. Her face is amazing when she is running. I just love it.
I work out with Gio, and she is a runner.
She's got a great face.
And she's been playing for a long time. She started on my team. Gio, I hate you for leaving, by the way. But you left for a good reason. We won't get into that. 7 o'clock, home loans at Mahomies, forfeit. I know literally nothing about the home loans team, and we all know everything about Cougars teams. Does anybody tell me about home loans?
I can't tell you much about Home Loans, the team, except for that they, did give me a call and let us know ahead of time. Well, not early enough because we probably could have helped fill in their team, especially after the clinic when we have all these new people who want to get in.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they let us know about 2 hours ahead of time that they had too many players out of town and were not able to make it to the game. They did supply their refs though,
That's nice.
but they just didn't have enough people in town this
All
week,
right.
unfortunately.
That's a
for
bummer.
them.
Yep. Next kickball game is YSC 7 at 7 o'clock, Ghosts at Kicking Assets. And we've got notes about this game from Cougar and I think Katie and everybody in the world. So I don't know where you guys want to start. Who actually watched the game?
I saw it from the field across. This one woman made an amazing catch. I don't know who it was. It was from Kicking Assets, but I could see it from the other field, and it was beautiful.
So that was Lindsay, and that did that, and it sounds like it was a double play.
Nice.
Ooh.
It was a gorgeous catch.
Katie Keating says Ghosts were feeling good after their first up with 4 runs, I believe, scored in the top of the first, and then Assets played phenomenal offense and scored 6 on us in the bottom of 1. I don't think I said it, but the final score was Ghosts 7, Assets 12. I think it says it was a pretty back and forth game. They found the holes that we didn't, and had a few calls at home in first. They didn't go the Ghost way, which would have changed the feel of the game. Sent a few runners home, trying to be aggressive, and Tyler had an amazing in the park home run. I love it when I hear in the park home runs. That just means people are fast, but does it always mean errors in the outfield?
Not necessarily.
No. And it says, I do believe all the ladies on both teams got on base. We can check that, but it doesn't really matter because I like the idea of it.
Is that a stat?
It might be a stat.
That's a stat. I can't do a Cosgrove Deep Boys. That's a stat.
And it says, I do believe all ladies on both teams got on base. Most definitely everyone contributed in this game. Great game. That's all Katie Keating's notes. Anybody else have any notes on that? Cougar's summary of the...
Oh, God. It's a Cougar email.
It's much shorter than Ben's summary.
Says, Ghost, my former teammate Kelsey got on base once, looping a teardrop kick over the Assets third baseman in the gaps in the 7th inning. So that's a good note. Someone loved Shakira. Kicking Assets. Marisa did her usual thing at pitcher. She pitched really well. Not too many junk pitches. She was very verbal with her team before each pitch to direct them where to go with the ball. She got on base twice. Super hyped in the 7th inning. There's a note here. Danielle got on base twice. Cougar, I'm abbreviating a lot of this. Rover, formerly on Red Lion, was pretty chatty, seemingly nervous each time she kicked and didn't get on base. But the other ladies did a really good job getting on base and playing defense. Overall, Assets ladies outperformed the Ghosts, and it reflected in the final score. Thank you for your notes, Cougar.
Cougar, where's our pizza?
Yeah. Oh, that was Ben. Ben was supposed to send us.
He just wanted to know where the room of requirement was.
And the text from Katie came in just now. It says Corey is the Shakira fan.
I had something similar with how all the ladies played great kicks, lots of RKIs. Also, Jasmine is beautiful.
Yes.
And that the Assets had a fun time playing Ghosts.
YSC 8 at 5 o'clock. Young Spine 10. 23rd Street Screamers 11.
Ooh.
Close game. Someone's got notes. Somebody call Erin, right? No, just kidding. She's in Vegas.
There you go.
We got a screamer and a spine in here.
Tell me what you think.
So I was super proud of my crew on Young Spine, and they made the game close, which isn't always the case with us. Even with 4 new people and a rotating lineup, it seems, we came back later in the game, and we're happy with the performance that we had. I feel like continually we just shoot ourselves in the foot with our own mistakes, and every experienced team capitalizes on those mistakes as they should. Chelsea?
Actually, I had a lot of fun playing you guys. I know that the anonymous clinic goer really impressed me anyway, because like during warm up, I could see her working on skills, and that's always good. And she, like, when she was covering too, she was where she was supposed to be. So that was really awesome. We took a lead early in this game, and the top of your lineup is pretty stacked anyway.
Agreed.
Duh. She did that on purpose.
Well, I mean, like Aaron, he's super fast, bunts.
The Combs
gets on,
brothers.
Does his thing. And then, I think it was around the 6th inning, he actually called the team over, and they had like a little conference. And it was it definitely made a difference. So
Yes, sometimes we lack passion, and we need to figure out how to jazz ourselves up. Once we do that, I think we'll be a force.
Yes,
I
you
see
guys
that
did
happening.
I enjoyed it. I'm glad you played
It
well.
was a super fun game as well, even though I was pissed for most of it, but it worked out.
Oh. And Yacy, thank you again for being a new sponsor for the Kickball Clinic. It was amazing having you not only sponsor but participate in one of the stations.
Yes, happy to help, always.
All right.
And thank you, Aaron Combs, for bringing his tiny little baby out to the clinic. Oh my
God. I got
So
the cutest pictures. I've been getting the cutest pictures of Aaron's little baby, and every time I take a picture, I'm like, you're not on Facebook much? Can I post these on Facebook? I need permission. And he's like, I guess. I'm like, okay, I'm doing it. Post. So YSC 8, 7 o'clock, Woost at Triple X, 11 to 13 Triple X. I got a Jackie Firecracker Becker here.
Well, it was, I drove 10 hours. I was in Wisconsin seeing my family for the first time. We were all together for 5 years. Yeah. Go get those curds there. And I got curds hanging out that I brought back for everybody. Take your curd right now. But, so I missed the first half of the game, so I might let Yacy talk about that, but because she was kind enough to ref for us. But from what I know, it was a back and forth kind of game. When I showed up, Woost was up by 2. I went to the bathroom. We were down. I jumped into play. We were up again, and then it came down to at the last inning. We had a very strange play happen at first base, which allowed for Triple X to score a couple of runs, get 4 up on us. We came within 2, and we ended up losing, but it was such a fun game. The women on Triple X are amazing. It was really great to see Sports Kid because I had not seen him in so very long, and I got sweet hugs from him. And
Sportsman now.
Sportsman, you're right. And
Sportsman.
But definitely the women on Triple X are solid. It's, they're tall. I have to just say that they're so tall. Like, I feel very short, and, at 5'7", I'm at least above average. And, we did our best. I think Woost, we're that same team that has far too many players on our roster. We don't know who's showing up every day because half our team is over 35, almost 40, maybe 50. So we don't always make dates, but playing in the threes is a lot of fun. And, again, thanks to the refs because it's, it was a good time, but it got a little stressful every now and then there. But
yeah, so I would say that the game did feel very back and forth. I don't know that the score necessarily reflected that, but there were several close calls that the refs came in to make the right decision, which I'm proud that we got together. I feel like every call that we made was the right call, and you both have very athletic people, experienced people, and great music. I like both sides' music.
We always have that.
I'm glad you said great music because Jackie Becker is the owner of Up to 11 Productions, and she is our sponsor for the podcast tonight. And another concert that's coming up really soon for her is Men I Trust. Is that correct? Is that a real band name? I love that. All right. October 3rd, the Bottleneck. If you want to buy tickets, you can go to the Bottleneck's website. Up to 11 is on Twitter and Instagram. And, Jackie's at Kickball a whole lot. If you have questions about any of these bands, you can just talk to her about them. I'll post all of these bands, the dates and the venues when the podcast is over.
There were some notes from the score sheets that I cannot let go by before we go to the next game.
Okay.
Awesome defense. Double play by Sarah Rock in the bottom of the first. 6th-inning dance-off with Wake Me Up.
Ernesto.
Wake Me Up Before You Go. So we had a dance-off. Nice Snatch by Sam by Triple X in the 7th. And the other sheet says, phenomenal catch by Ernesto and Woos in the 3rd inning. Catch in the outfield. Double play by Carolyn in the 5th. And a double play by Dan and Jackie in the 6th.
Yeah, I forgot about all those things. Thank you.
There were so many notes at the bottom
we were
of these
just too
sheets.
busy, listening to all the good music we were playing, and dancing. There was a definite dance-off with Ernesto, and I missed it, but apparently it was spectacular. So we might have some fun things planned regarding dancing at Game of the Week in 2 weeks.
Ooh.
But I guess we don't have to wear the Michael Jackson gloves. Oh, glove, drop stoppers, oops.
Wow, 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 wow. Hobbs Park, 7 o'clock, Hookah House at Reading Rockets. Hookah House got the win, 12-6. Who was there? Chelsea, you were there.
I watched this game. I want to say that this game started out extremely entertaining.
Obviously.
In a good way, or
Have you met the
yes,
Rockets?
like entertaining. Well, it wasn't just them, surprisingly. In the hookah house dugout, they had Rodney was like basically river dancing to Highway to the Danger Zone. Like that happened. I witnessed that.
Wow. Okay.
And then I got to see
I don't know
like
what to think
Sean
about
Wilson get on base, and when they were walking him back, he did the faking like, oh, my back, like kind of limping back to the base, hoping to draw a play.
James Brown style. Like, did somebody bring out a jacket and like? Oh,
No, kind of more like the bird from Ricky Tikki Tavi.
oh okay. Okay. All right.
You're aging yourself on that one. Oh, you know, hey, I'm old. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, there were a lot of really great plays. I know Kylie had a nice catch at Rover. Hannah kind of cracked me up with her pitching and like checking her watch and saying, "Oh yeah, bunting still sucks." You know, like Kim did really well. I can't remember. Like I've got so many notes here. I know that Lou came up and she was literally worrying about making sure boots over balls, and she was like leaning forward and like
Tips over toes.
Yep, making sure she had it right. Rockets did a all ladies outfield at one point. Well, actually for several innings.
yeah, I like that.
With Hannah making a nice catch out there. And then we've got from the hookah house, we had Jessie getting a double off of an overthrow. Caitlin had a bases loaded, one RKI kick. You know, like, so fun stuff like that. And then at some point, like, you know, the margs in the dugout just got to be too much, and the old man from the Rockets started calling people names and just needed to go home. So,
Oh, okay. When you said you had an old man on the Rocket story, I thought it was gonna be a nice story, but I don't want to hear it if it's a bad story.
So
We'll save that for later.
You know, like whatever. They did end up kicking the ball at him while he
Yay.
was saying these things, and he fell down. And I asked him if he broke his hip, but whatever.
Old man
On to the next
Winter.
game.
Well, it does, there are some notes here. It says Bunting Be Boring by Hannah Blodgett. Hookah, Hey, Great Music.
Has great music.
Oh, I thought I liked Hey,
Hey.
Great Music. Hillary and James from Hookah House played great defense. Rockets, they already talked about that. Yeah, Kaylin from Hookah House rocks. And then Matt and Mike had great diving catches.
All right.
Okay. Hobbs Park, 9 o'clock, game of the week. Bunt and Grind at Sacred Sword. Bunt and Grind 8, Sacred Sword 5. I feel like someone here was at that game.
Yes.
Olivia, what do you got?
Shout out to my teammates on Button Grind for that dub.
Keep the mic right here.
It was a really good game. Most intense kickball game I've ever been a part of, for sure. Shout out to everyone that was there, too, because when I was up to kick, I heard a lot of positivity from me, so I really appreciated that. It was just a back-and-forth game. Like, we were up for most of it, and then they had a really good inning where they tied it, and that had everybody nervous on our team for sure, but luckily we kept calm, and we wind up scoring another 2, and that sealed the deal on it, but it was awesome. I'd never been a part of something like that in my life, so that was just really good experience.
Was that your first game of the week?
Yeah, for sure. That was my
Oh,
first game.
baby's first game of the week. I love
I was
it.
going to say, like, all the ladies on both teams were just killing it. In this
Who
yeah,
is
for
playing
sure.
first base for Sword? Who
That
is
is Catherine.
She's dope.
I play softball with her, and she's also just as good in softball.
She's an art teacher, an elementary art teacher. Yeah, we had the pleasure of having a training with her this summer, so we got to know her a little bit this summer. So
I loved watching a lady play first base.
Yes.
You don't see it often.
She killed it.
Killed it.
Yeah.
A lot of new players on both teams and a lot of veteran players on both teams, and I think that's one of the best combinations of veterans with new players on both teams that I've seen in any teams. It's so weird. Like, people pick up new players and, you know, they either do amazing or they do terrible, and both of your teams, your new players, were killing it, and the old players were doing good too. Good job, old people. Right? Watching the young people come in and do super well was super great. Does anybody else have any comments on this game besides the
craziness
that happened at the end of the game?
I really enjoyed this streaming game because I made it back to Olathe by like 9:30, and I got to watch it in bed. So thank you KBKL, Ethan, and everyone else on the board that helps with those streaming because
Aaron and Sean.
I got to eat my late dinner and lay in bed and watch Kickball. It was great.
Yeah, because shout out to that for sure, because I watched it the next day because I like to watch film and stuff. I played basketball before, so that was nice. And they said a lot of nice things about me, so I like that too.
And who are we kidding? Every one of us probably went back and rewatched that game, even though we were there at the game.
I gotta say, at the end of the game, 1 hour and 22 minutes in, there's a play at home plate that made everybody lose their mind.
Oh, yeah.
And I was convinced that Adam Mitchell threw a beer can, and I was literally campaigning to get you kicked out of the league, buddy, because you don't fucking do that. But it wasn't Adam Mitchell. I went back and watched tape. Adam Mitchell, I apologize. That's my bad. Thank you for the tape. Whoever threw that can, though, fuck you. Don't do that. That's in the code of conduct.
And luckily, they were off camera, so we cannot figure out who it was that threw the beer can. But
Because, yeah, you'd
we're
be
watching
ejected
you.
for sure. Sword, get your team under control. What are you doing? Calm the fuck
Was
down.
it a teammate or a fan?
I can't. It looks like it
Can't tell.
comes.
From the
Looks like it
dugout
comes from the
area.
dugout.
Yes, dugout area.
Come
but-
on, y'all.
But we cannot see who it was.
The last time somebody threw a full can at the refs, they got ejected and suspended for a game. So just keep that in mind.
Was it just one game?
I don't remember. We can call him and ask him.
I don't remember.
Don't throw cans of beer, refs. That's all.
Right now, we're gonna do a
Also, that controversial call at home plate was the right call.
yeah.
She was
sure.
definitely safe.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
And again,
Everybody in the crowd
you know,
agrees.
it's nice to have that video so you can go back and look
Yeah.
at those things and be like, oh yeah, I'm the asshole that argued that when she was obviously safe.
Yep. And
Good shout out to the refs for making the right call.
the refs did a very good job. And seventh inning stretch, there was a fun game. It was Dizzy Bat. I think Matt Michael is his name. Won. Dizzy Bat was super fun. Derek got a video of it. It's posted online. You can watch it. He blasted a girl in the chest and felt horrible about it.
It looked like she almost had to be escorted off of the field.
So there was a little miscommunication. I didn't know there was going to be throwing Jello shots because I thought that was outlawed again. But people
Which
started.
it is. Well, alcohol.
Yeah.
Alcohol is outlawed.
The point is, we were trying to do a game, and all of a sudden, other shit happened, and so the game didn't get spotlighted like it was supposed to. But there's going to be a really fun event called the KVKL Field Day, where it's for charity, and we want you to come out and play yard games with us all day, and drink some beer and have some fun. Win some
Again,
prizes.
It was nice to have it recorded because you could go back and watch that poor girl get blasted.
So we're going to do Dizzy Bat at Field Day, and we raised, I think, $200 is going to Bert Nash from this event because the guy who won Dizzy Bat would have walked home with $100, and he decided to donate it back to the charity. So thank you, sir.
Awesome.
Caleb Skulski. And
Thanks, Caleb.
He was the monetary financier. And so next week, the pot is automatically starting at about $100. So buy tickets for next week's game. It's a game called Ring of Fire. It's a disc golf game. And 4 names will be drawn to play this game. And when you see it, you'll get it. It's a last man standing game. Winner takes home a third of the pot. The other third goes directly to Bert Nash, and the last third goes to the pot towards the championship game. So keep on buying tickets for that. Right now, we would like to put a spotlight on somebody in the room with us who is a new player and also part of the LGBTQ Alphabet Mafia. Is that what it is? Olivia, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself? How do you like being in the league? How did you join the league? Do you feel included?
I like that Alphabet Mafia, by the way. That's awesome. I joined the season right before the pandemic and everything, so I got to play that season. So that was my first year. Shout out to Barry Littlejohn because he hooked me up. And I really like playing it in this league. I played on a previous, not kickball, but I played on a lot of sports teams, and I've had it where the parents knew that I was a lesbian, and they didn't like that their daughters were playing with me and stuff like that. And so to be so accepted, it was awesome because that's not a fun environment to play in. I love playing sports, but I don't like playing in that type of environment. And it was vocalized a lot, and it was just, I had adults saying things to me, so that's why I like this league a lot because everyone's just super accepting, everyone's down, and I don't know, that just makes me really happy, you know?
It's exactly what we want to hear.
I can say she is a dedicated but and grind player too because after her first season, we tried to steal her. Oh. So I know other people have been like, hey, better, I don't know that she'll leave her team. So
Good for you.
I love that about Olivia too. So
Thank you.
Although
And she's
harp. You always have a spot on the harpies.
and woo, scandalous right here. And Olivia's being scouted for. She's already on Bad Astra, I believe, the traveling co-ed team, and Lisa Frank's gonna pick her up too. So
I'm down.
she wants that unicorn uniform. So
Yes.
I'll get you one.
And you're my kickball crush this year. Love you.
Love it. Thank you.
I think she's a lot of people's kickball.
It's true. It's true.
I'm betting I'm not the only one. Game 2. Megan, would you rather?
All right, the players who are going to be playing the Would You Rather game. Are you ready? It's going to be Stacy, Olivia, and Sarah. So Stacy, you get to go first. Would you rather have an hour-long chat with your 12-year-old self or your 72-year-old self? And you can explain your choice.
Oh, probably my 72-year-old self, because shit has just gotten better and better. So I would like to know, like, if I could talk to myself in the future to find out all the shit that's going to go down between then and now. Oh, hell yeah. Definitely. I mean, my 12-year-old self, nah, she was kind of boring. But my 72-year-old self, she kicks ass.
All right, Olivia. Olivia, would you rather have your kickball team win this year's championship but not be able to play in it, or play in this year's kickball championship but have your team lose?
Damn. I love to play, so I want to be selfish, but I want to let my team win, so I'm going to have to sit it out and let my team win. I care about them. I really want to play, but I care about them.
See? Even more crushes. Right?
I know, right? Like 20 more crushes.
All right, Sarah, the foodie in the room here,
Oh, boy.
next to Jackie. Would you rather be able to eat unlimited food without gaining weight, or be able to eat free at any restaurant for the rest of your life?
Oh, eat unlimited food. That would be awesome. Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah. Very. Yeah. Give me all the food. All the time.
Unlimited food. Amber now is going to read to us about a new facility in town called the House of McCoy.
All right, this fall, the highly anticipated House of McCoy plans to open at 1046 New Hampshire. House of McCoy is founded and run by Black and Brown community leaders and allies. It aims to help young queer and trans folk, particularly those of color, not only survive, but thrive. Named after beloved educator Dr. McCoy and run by Executive Director Mr. Charles, the goal will be to provide youths, primarily middle and high school aged people of color, with a safer space to explore their identities, dreams, and passions, and to be in a community with other queer and trans youth. House of McCoy foresees a plan of fluidity in order to be responsive to the people it's serving, so that it may change as the needs of its community changes. Currently, they are in the process of trying to raise $350,000 in order to staff the center and focus on queer programming that would include focuses on education, emergency relief, housing stability, wellness, passion exploration, a food pantry, clothing swaps, and hygiene kits. For those interested in donating, you can find their Venmo and PayPal at House of McCoy. And for larger donations, please email the director at cody@houseofmccoy.org.
And that is House, Haus.
Correct. You can also check out upcoming events and ways to get involved at their website at houseofmccoy.org. And again, that is HAUS.
At the end of this podcast, I will be posting links for all of our spotlight charities that we're talking about, and links for all of the concerts coming up. So if you want to get involved in any of these great programs, please do. And perhaps this is a future KVKL Endeavor charity. Now, if we have it, we've had plenty of time. Now,
Can I take a quick second from Facebook? So there was a post on Facebook just recently that Louise's came down to the Jazz House to celebrate their first victory, but they were not there today. So just thank you, Team Louise's, for wanting to be a part of the podcast. And
Goonies never die.
Exactly. Speaking of our favorite movie, then
Right.
I would go with the Goonies on that. But yeah. So Louise's, thanks for posting, and keep coming to the podcast next week. It will return to the Jazz House.
And
Congrats
one
on your first win.
I really agrees with them.
Yes,
the
there's
Goonie reference.
it's a beautiful one-eyed Willie kitten on the table who is lovey for like 6 seconds and is like meow meow.
And then he's like, I'm going to kick your ass.
He is adorable, and I love him.
He is adorable. Now we would like to do a.
He's like, give me the mic.
Now we would like to do a spotlight on Sarah Booty, Riley Booty or Booty Riley?
Riley Booty.
Riley Booty. How did you first join the league, and what does it mean to you being an individual within this league as a part of the LGBTQ A2S plus? 2S plus.
Alphabet Mafia.
Alphabet Mafia.
So no, I joined the league probably about 10 years ago because my friend Mitch, he sent me a text message randomly on a Sunday and was like, "Hey, do you want to play kickball?"
What team did you start on?
The
Remind me.
Rockets.
The
So
Rockets.
I was like, kickball. Sure, that sounds fun. I haven't played in literally like 15 years. So I headed down to South Park. So that was where my first game was.
Oh, that's where my first game was.
So much fun.
Me too.
I was immediately hooked, of course, and spent my next 3 years on the Rockets. But KVKL, just being a member of the LGBTQIA community, has always just felt like a safe space in this league, which is really awesome. And like I was out when I joined the league, but it's still always nerve-wracking, you know, to come into a new environment and not know what to expect. But the league has never been anything but welcoming to me. I've literally never heard anyone say like a single derogatory term toward me or anybody else. So it's awesome to feel included like that. And it sounds super like cliche and cheesy, but it's become like a family to me. And I love everybody in the league. And it's just awesome to know that if, you know, anyone was ever to say anything that was like derogatory toward me or someone else, I'd have like hundreds of people having my back and standing up for me. So
We get shut down real fast.
exactly.
I
So it's been
literally,
great.
I literally had a conversation with the AC about the fact that if I ever go to jail for hitting someone for derogatory terms towards people in your community with the Alphabet Mafia or a POC person, worth it. I'll go to jail.
Absolutely. Yeah.
100%.
Love that.
You'd get bonded out quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No
I'd
fucking
put money
problem.
toward that.
Let's see. Housekeeping for next week. Kickball. I think we have cleanup duty, shed duty, all that stuff. If you're home team at 5 o'clock,
Oh, we have the duties already.
if you're the home team at 5 o'clock, please be at the shed between 4 and 4:15.
Yeah,
Because
show up and pick up your shit. We had 2 teams this week that did not show up and pick up their shit. People are waiting for you.
So,
No, it was not.
so I'll tell you, I've had a couple people ask me why the board doesn't just take everything to YSC if all the games are one place. It's responsibility. You're the captain of the team. It's literally just a little thing. Yeah, you have to drive out of the way and go pick up shit, but it's a responsibility thing. It's one little thing that the board asks you to do to make their lives easier, because you may not realize how many things the board does on game day. When I was a board member, let alone the commissioner, my day started at 9 a.m. and didn't end until at least midnight. So one little thing, just to make sure things get to where they are supposed to be. Help them out. Stop bringing glass to kickball fields. If you smoke a cigarette, don't put it out on the kickball field or in the stands. We are better than that. Keep your shit clean. Be better.
At YSC, they're literally, well, and Hobbs, they're literally trash cans at every single dugout. They're right there. Please get rid of your shit. And a recycling hub at each field.
The people who work for the Parks and Recs department don't deserve to pick up our trash. They work really hard making sure the fields are set up for us, and they let us get away with a lot of things because we are typically tidy. Don't fuck that up for everybody. This week on Scoreboard, you'll see John Denver. It looks like Bunt and Grind is selling merch. Screamers and Woost on cleanup. So, bring your brooms. Kickball is going to happen next week. We're going to do predictions, and we're going to roll through them. Everybody in the room, if you have things to say about another team, you're welcome to say it, but keep it quick. YSC 1, 5 o'clock, kicking assets at 23rd Street Brewery. Does anyone have predictions?
Screamers.
5 o'clock visitors.
Well, that would be kicking assets then. 5 o'clock visitors.
Are they the visitors?
They
Yeah,
are.
it says at 23rd.
Man,
I'm going
okay.
home
Well, then
team.
The screamers are happening.
All right.
Screamers.
Predictions, anybody?
Screamers.
Screamers.
Sorry, we're all eating cupcakes right now,
You
so
disagree with everybody else. It's okay.
I'm going to be that person. I'm going to go kicking assets. Sorry, you're
Fun. I like you a lot. Bonding.
Oh, bangs.
I say I play the assets pretty soon. I don't know what to think. I've already played brewery, so I'm going to go with assets.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't unfortunately got to see any of these teams play yet. But
Their
just
leadoff kicker is fast as fuck.
kicking assets or 23rd.
Kicking assets.
Damn, this is like a coin toss for me.
I hate that.
I know. Chelsea's here, so I'm going to go with 23rd Street.
Oh, pandering.
Oh, yes.
YSC 1, 7 o'clock. Harpies at Red Legs.
Ooh, I'll start this. Harpies.
All right, Mama Bird.
I'll say Harpies because they want to recruit me.
In case your team ever folds, you got a spot to go.
In case they want to get rid of me, I'm going Harpies.
I want you both to win.
Oh, I hate that.
Lame.
Mainly because I love Jordan.
Oh, there you go. Nah, that's
But I
fair.
love you guys more. So, Harpies.
I'm going to go Harpies as well.
My prediction will be based on whether Grant shotguns every time Troy does.
Keep in mind, there's a lot
No.
of people out of town.
No, he will not shotgun.
Who's out of town?
He will not.
Yes. Tell them, Mom.
Well, then I'm going to go Harpies.
Tell them.
All right. But I don't think Jordan's going to be playing this weekend. John Denver at Honey Badgers, YSC 2 at 5 o'clock. This is a tough one for me.
Ooh,
This
that
is
is
the toughest
tough.
one for
That
me.
is
John Denver at Honey Badgers. Anybody?
I'm going to go John Denver, and I don't know. I think they're going to win by a few.
Okay.
Lately I've always picked Honey Badgers, and they've kind of let me down every time I pick them.
Uh-oh.
And JDE did really well, but I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with my Honey Badgers.
All right.
I'm going to go Honey Badgers because I've only played against them so far. And their top is really fast, so there you go.
Honey Badgers because they got to win one.
Yeah.
They've already won a couple. They beat D-Holes.
Not in the wall.
All right. Next game is
Never mind.
I don't know what just happened over there.
I don't know.
The next game is Louise's at Home Loans, and I'm really hoping both teams show up. 7 o'clock, YSC 2, Louise's Home Loans.
Hands down, Louise's.
They're on a winning streak.
Yeah, I'm giving it to them.
Scoonies.
Big old Scoonies.
Yeah, Scoonies, after watching them play this week, yeah, definitely.
I will say, I have watched Home Loans play. They got a lot of young people. They do have a lot of speed. What they don't have is someone to explain to them how to play kickball.
And once they figure that out, they'll be amazing.
They're going to be really good. They might be the next Harpies.
My name is JC Young. I'll help you with your lineup. Hit me up. I'm going to go with Louise's.
I'm going to go with Home Loans because I think they can do it. And yeah, just going to go with them.
Someone told me that Angela's got a relative on this team.
Yeah.
I think
Her stepbrother?
That's it, yeah,
I think
stepbrother.
it's her stepbrother.
Oh, stepbrother. Maybe
and
not
I know
then.
she helped them out
Oh.
with
Yeah.
I think
their
they have,
lineup
like
a
I
couple
said,
of times. I
a
think
lot of talent.
And
Got
he's
me
really
too.
good. He's
and
really
I mean,
good.
we played their team at, their first game of the season, or so.
Yeah.
but,
Home Loans, you guys need direction, and there are people here who are willing to give it to you. Don't be afraid to
Yeah.
ask
They
for
have
help.
a short roster, which is good.
They're
and
very
everybody
athletic.
shows up every
Yes.
week, too. So
They're
We
fast.
want to see you all succeed.
Yeah.
YSC 3, 5 o'clock, Reading Rockets at Empire. Reading Rockets and Empire are both no, Reading Rockets has one win in the pool play. Never mind. Empire hasn't gotten their first one yet.
I'm going with Jonah from Empire to win this.
There you go. I like Anna to win this. I'm going with Empire also.
I'm going with Rockets because Phil, Hannah, and I'm blanking on the DJ. Sean Wilson, yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I love me some Rockets, but
I guess the question is whether or not Caleb's going to rip off his extra shorts.
Ooh.
Because that
Oh.
did happen this week as well.
Oh, okay.
damn.
Magic Mike
that.
style?
I'm going to go with Empire as well. Jonah killed it last week, so I'm going to...
Lock it down, Jonah. You're going to get poached. Just watch out.
I'm gonna go with Rockets.
Well,
with
it's
the
your
Rockets.
first team, so, you know.
It was my first team, so
Homer.
Rocket forever.
I'm also going to go with the Rockets. You better hold on to your girl Mary because I'm coming for her.
Ooh, get her.
Ooh.
I'll go with Rockets too.
All right. Sacred Sword at Late Fees. I gotta go Sword on this one. S-word. S-bunt. Sacred Bunt.
Those are my former teams.
No, both teams Jackie Becker has recently played on, or past played on.
I'm going to go Swords because they're probably mad from losing last week, right?
It might be like a hate fuck.
It's going to be hate fuck kickball for sure.
Sorry, late fees.
I'll also go Swords.
I will go sword as well.
I'm going to go late fees.
Yeah.
They're fun and
venue versus the promoters.
Venue versus promoters.
they've helped us a lot this season, so like with practices and stuff at the start of the season, so I'm gonna go with late fees.
I like how you're picking who you like.
I am.
And not who you like. Or do you think they're gonna win, or do you just like them?
I just hope. I just kind of hope they're gonna
All
win.
right, then say they're gonna kick some
Ooh,
ass.
you can say ass. You can say ass.
Say
It's
fuck.
okay.
I'm gonna.
You can say fuck, shit, damn. It's fine.
I'm going to let you all know that Late Fees is the team that coined Most Fun Wins, and Sacred Sword, I think when CJ was on the team, is the team that coined Hate Fuck Kickball. So that's what's That's
Hate
what.
fuck versus
So
fun.
Hate Fuck Kickball versus Most Fun Wins. It's a tough call.
Hate fuck.
Hate fuck.
Hate fuck.
Sacred bunt.
Sacred S-word bunt. Free State at Jazz House, YSC 4, 5 o'clock. I'm going to go Jazz House on this. They're young and fast, and Free State is still trying to figure out what's missing. Something from them is missing, and I can't put my finger on it. I don't think they can either.
It's Lindsay.
It's Dieter. It's LD.
It is.
I love you.
It is.
I love LD.
Did Free State lose? I thought they won.
They won last week.
Yeah, okay, I
But
thought
they're
they
still.
did.
They're,
I'm going to go with Free State.
Yeah.
I'm taking
Especially
free.
if
I'm
she's
taking
showing
Free
up
State.
and she's going to
She's
continue the coaching.
She's there.
Plus the fact they've got a lot of. Is Mookie back? Like I know that he
was
had
there
an
this
injury.
week. He played.
So I think they can do it.
I'm taking Free State experience over the youth of the Jazz House.
Yeah, Jazz House won this week, but they have not proven themselves in the last few weeks.
Yeah, I'm going to go with experience as well. I think Free State's got this.
I have Free State as well. I'm going Jazz House because Free State beat us.
there you go.
No, you want all the teams that beat you to do well because that makes you look better.
She's like fuck them.
I mean, everyone knows Seth Sanchez and Lindsay Dieter are some of my favorite people, but for some reason, I just feel like Jazz House is going to squeak this one out. Next game, YSC 4, 7 o'clock, Asteroid Head at Bunt and Grind.
Bunt and grind.
Grind.
Button grind, they got this.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with a little button grind.
Yes,
Yeah.
See, YSC 4 is one of the longer fields. It's the one blows the wind out most of the time. I'm going to warn you guys. If Clint Thrasher and Pat Watkins are kicking away, you might as well put somebody over the fence. It's a deep field, but they can kick it.
I'll run from pitcher all the way out there.
All right.
This is the field that they beat us at, and we yeah, and they it bounced over the fence several times.
And this is a deep field.
yeah.
They are no joke. If they've got the wind behind them and their legs are there,
Yes.
they are no joke.
Is
Do
that
not.
is that the Kmart field?
Um,
Kmarsh field?
oh,
Or the one next to it?
when you.
The highway.
The highway.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah,
So just be prepared for that. We're warning you
Thank you
now.
for the pointers, though.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I'm
But
playing button grind all day.
you got KCS on your team now. Infinite Energy,
Is
Kristen
Sean,
CS.
is Sean going to be there this week?
He should be. He wasn't there at Game of the Week because his son was playing in the
Tournament, yeah,
but
yeah,
he should
yeah.
be there. So
Okay.
yeah.
Then definitely button grind.
Okay. All right. Next game, YSC 5, 5 o'clock, Post House at Johnny's.
I'm ready to win, so I'm going to go with Post House.
Yeah, yeah.
I can never root against my team. It's going to be a fun game, though.
No Cougars in this room.
This should have been our pick'em.
I mean, both these teams have like amazing ladies, and you're gonna win by your ladies.
Yes, definitely.
Ooh, so I'm going Post House.
I will go with mullets as well.
I'm going Johnny's, and the only reason is because we beat Post House. Johnny's beat us. So, like,
On paper, you're going to go Johnny's?
I am.
She's got that one
who do I
experience
want
over
to
here.
win? That's a
Well-
different question.
Will Michael and Carrie be in town, though?
This is
They might.
no.
They'll
I'm
be
under
in
the
Denver
impression-
playing
Yeah.
kickball,
True.
I believe, in a tournament.
Yeah,
I'm under the
so-
impression
Okay, I'm
some
gonna
of
go
the...
back. I'm gonna change my vote.
Aren't there some Post House players missing for 365 also?
Not for
I
365.
don't think
Not
there
as far
are.
as I know, no.
Oh, well, shit, that puts a whole new spin.
That's a horse of a different color.
Yeah, I mean, Betsy
Well, I know-
and Simon are going to be out of town, but they'll be back for.
Yeah, they're at the lake, but they'll be
they're
back.
At the lake, they'll
Yep.
be back. I think we'll be missing a player or two, but not due to
Honeymoon.
And you have a full team other than one or two players. So
Yeah.
one or two
Honeymoon's
players
over.
does
Play
not make your
kickball.
team.
All right, Johnny's.
Okay, knowing that
We got a
they're,
deep
they're
roster.
both going to definitely be gone.
Johnny's post house appears to know what your roster looks like already. You better be ready for
All right,
him.
then I'm going to switch my vote and say post house.
All right, there we
Carrie
go.
and Michael both also pulled their hamstrings last
Yeah,
Sunday.
that sucks. I hope they both feel
Oh,
better.
I don't-
Because that's a tough injury.
I don't know if Angela knows that yet. I hope you told your coach for the weekend that you re-pulled your hamstring, but
Yeah, I hate injuries, especially
sorry.
those ones that keep on nagging. So hope they both feel better soon.
yeah, get better soon.
YSC 5, 7 o'clock, Poshwash at Young Spine.
Oh shit!
Oh man,
You
I'm
two-
waiting for like a throwdown in here.
You two should thumb wrestle for it.
I don't know, go ahead, Yace.
Shit talk. Let's go.
Old side of the table versus the new side of the table.
I'm gonna go with
Sarah
Young
Riley's
Spine.
old.
We're chipping away at the old block every game.
We are both 1-6. We're both 0-2.
Yeah, but I'm just really angry.
You're angry. I've been playing kickball so long. And-
is that your angry face? Because that doesn't look like an angry. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
she's trying to be angry, but it's not very angry.
I have seen Yacy angry. That's not it. My team is having literally their worst year ever, and I had to talk two of my players into not leaving the game and quitting forever this past Sunday. So it's going to be a really tough fucking game, one way or the other, and I wish you nothing but the best of luck.
Agreed. I'm sorry about your players.
Fuck right.
I hope I kick your ass though.
I hear you. I got Poshwash then. Kitties and puppies. Nobody else wants to weigh in on it? Fuck you guys.
I was gonna chime in. I think Poshwash might win this one. Sorry, AC, but I hope both teams, have a lot of fun, and I think they'll both do pretty well in this game. So it should be a good game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really close game, like one or two runs. But again, I'm going to go with the experience too, and think like Poshwash might have it.
Just be ready for that top part of the lineup.
It's a valid point.
I've noticed you have
Aaron,
a few
Aaron
fast
scores
people.
every time.
Here, Aaron. Wait, which Aaron? This Aaron? Aaron Holmes. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't score every time.
I was like, what?
I'm getting worse the longer I play.
Hey, Ron.
That's my nickname, you guys. Come on.
You're Air Bear.
I'm also Aaron. YSC 6 at 7 o'clock. I know, that's why it's funny. Red Lion at Love Garden. I'm pretty sure
You skipped XXOOXO porn spatula drop stoppers.
Porn Spatula versus Drop Stoppers. I apologize. YSC 6 at 5 o'clock.
That's what
Yeah, they should have been a pickup.
that's
game.
what Cougar. Or no, that's what Ben calls them.
If Ben and Cougar want to do pick'em games later on online, they are more than welcome to.
I know, but this is going to be a good one.
Okay.
Close, close good one.
I'm gonna go with that XXOXOXO. Cause Heather's got those long arms, man. She snatches shit out of the air left and right. So
It really does.
Cause of Heather, XXOXOO wins.
I heard a rumor that Homeless Man T might be playing on Drop Stoppers again for injury recovery. Barefoot?
Oh, if T's there, I'm going with T.
I'm gonna go with Triple X after wrecking their game. They are forced to be reckoned with.
And they still got Sports Kid.
Yeah,
Sports
I'm gonna
man,
go with
sorry.
Triple X as well. Sports kid, sports man. He was a really good add to their team. So
Great
I think they
pickup.
got this. He's ridiculously fast and he's a great
I
player.
think I'm going to go with my old homies there, the Drop Stoppers. I love them. Keep going, guys. Do good.
Yeah, Drop Stoppers are doing amazing this year. I'm going to also go with the Drop Stoppers, 3 seed. Get it. All right. Now we can do YSC 6 at 7 o'clock, Red Lion at Love Garden.
Will Jake be coming into town yet again?
I was told no. I was under the impression no, but everybody's looking for a reason to come back. So if you want to invite him to your wedding, bar mitzvah, funeral even,
Give him a call.
Jake Friedman, it's Ari. My wedding shower's next week, and it's all girls. But if you want to come into town for it, so you can play kickball, let me know.
Bring Bae because
Yeah,
I
bring
love
Bae.
her.
If you need to come to town for something, I've got a pool party wedding shower you can come to.
We've got a reason for you to come to town. Red Lion Love Garden, guys.
I'm going Love Garden anyways because Red Lion beat me last weekend, so I'm going Love Garden.
You got that mentality. There you go.
I'm going to go with Red Lion. For one, they're my former team. And
Everyone's your former team.
Not everyone. Literally 2 teams. 2 teams.
I'm not saying you've been around the block, but
I guess maybe, But no, they're
Sarah gets
also,
around.
I mean, it's a 7 o'clock game. They'll have the chance to drink, some Jameson beforehand. That works to their advantage. I think they're going to take this one. I'm going Red Lion as well.
Yeah, I'm going to go Red Lion, too. They beat D-Holes, so...
Barely.
I know barely, but
on a
still.
judgment call.
But, even if they would have lost to you by 1, it would have been, that's a good put-up, so...
It was a good game.
Red Lion.
Red Lion.
I gotta go Love Garden. I'm sorry, Red Lion. You are also my former team back in the day. You guys may or may not remember me back then, but I was
20
there at
years
one
ago.
point. Literally. I don't know. I just feel like Love Garden's on a roll. I think they got this one.
So for the game, I think Red Lion can win if they can slow the game down because Love Garden plays so fast. Like they just move. And I think if you distract Love Garden by slowing it down, by shotgunning beers, Red Lion has a chance. Otherwise, I would go with Love Garden.
Shotgunner Troy's on a different team.
Oh, yeah, they still do that.
And just for a note there, Love Garden is 6-1. Red Lion is 5-2. YSC 7, 5 o'clock. Cork Suckers at Woost. Wu-Tang is for the children. We have a prediction on this one? Anybody?
Obviously, Woost is winning.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've seen...
Even though I'm not there because I've got to do Everclear and Hoobastank, and y'all can sing that hit song.
That sounds like a really fun time as well. It legitimately does. But no, I've seen both these teams play this year, and I think Woost has got this one.
Yeah.
I think Moose will take it.
She did say that.
She did? Okay, good.
I love me some Corksuckers. My co-commissioner last year is on the Corksuckers, but...
Shout out, Jana.
Yeah. After the performance they had this week and what the Woost did this week, I have to go with the Woost.
I'm going to go with the Moose as well.
Woost.
Cork Suckers, sponsored by Cork and Barrel. I love your alcohol. Roost, sponsored by Roost. I love your mushroom B&G on the weekends and your cold brew. I'm going Woost. Because my stomach beats liver.
I feel like we're going Woost all the way around. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Corksuckers? I mean,
love you.
I love you. And prove us
He's
wrong.
going to wear a singlet, though.
Where is this
Clint.
thing? I think that's a game of the week only thing.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is.
But, maybe this is bulletin board material. Prove us wrong. Mahomies at Hookah House. YSC 7 at 7.
Hold on, before predictions, I've got a Cougar text.
Of course, I bet we all do.
Wow, Cougar text.
We do.
Cougar says, just a heads up about the YSC 7 game at 7. Rashad and Hazim are both former members of the Mahomies.
And
Cougar,
currently play for Hookah House.
and Cougar just want to let you guys know
I got
that.
the same message. Yes, thank you. Who did he not? Everybody got a
We should
text
really
from
teach Cougar how to do a group text. Because
right?
3 of us all got texts from him.
So he obviously knows we're all together. I don't know why he had to text all of
Is
us.
he outside the window? Someone check the yard. Cougar lurking
Maybe.
in the room of requirement.
Yeah. There's real cougars here.
Anyways. Got the MILFs rolling.
Nice one. Nice one.
Homies at Hookah. Who's got who?
Hookah.
I'm going to go Mahomies because they've got Kickball Jesus. So, Mahomies. Hobber, yeah. Kickball Jesus.
Makes it a tough call. I'm going to go Hookah, though, on this one.
Okay.
It'll be a good game either way.
I agree. A good game.
I'm going to go Hookah. I'm going to go Hookah as well.
I'm going to go Mahomies because Cougar probably wouldn't unless his team was there to chastise him into doing it. Because Cougar, you know what? You've got a great fucking team. You got Andrea Chavez out there. Let her help you lead the team. She is a natural-born leader, and she is a great teammate. Jeff Hauber is going to help you kill this shit. You guys are 3-4 right now. Hookah House is 2-5. You can beat them. Next game, Brutang at Ghost, YSC 8 at 5 o'clock.
Why do they have to be so hard?
Jackie says, Ghost.
I was thinking about it.
I'll go ahead and I'll start this one out. This is my rank pool.
Yeah.
And I can tell you right now that although other members of my team aren't worried about them, I think Brutang is actually probably one of the teams that is most likely to surprise.
Oh, they had their shit together this week.
Definitely.
Brutang is a good team.
They have their shit together. They have a City League team. I can tell you that David and Sonia from Brutang, who are the captains, play City League volleyball, City League softball, City League kickball. They run a disc golf league. They are fucking busy every goddamn day. They are athletic people. They know their sports. Do not sleep on them.
Yeah.
They are getting used to KVKL. They played in the league last season on different teams. They have their own team now. I'm sorry, Ghosts. Don't sleep on Brutang. I'm picking Brew.
I'm going
Brutang
with
ain't
Brew.
nothing to fuck with again.
Ghost.
I'm gonna go Ghost too. Brutang's really good, but yeah, I just think Ghosts are gonna get this one.
I'm going to go with Ghost as well.
Ooh, it is a split room. That doesn't happen often. YSC 8, 7 o'clock. Ringo has say.
Opinions. He's got opinions.
Okay. YSC 8, 7 o'clock. Soda Jerks at R Bar.
We're bringing it.
You guys used to be Jayhawk CrossFit,
It
so
used to be the, quote, the new team, but we've stepped it up. So
you really have. You went from a 6 seed to a 4 seed in one season, technically 2 years, but
I'm gonna go R-Bar because they're riding high off their wins. So yeah, R-Bar.
Yeah, I agree. Our bar's just getting better and better, and I think they're gonna win this one.
I'm gonna go R-Bar too. I mean, Jerks, they've got it going on, but coming after that win, and it would really be nice to see R-Bar do really well in this division too. Mm-hmm. Jumping up the 2 seeds.
Yeah,
and
it's a big
doing
jump.
Well in this, I'm definitely going R-Bar.
I'm going R-Bar as well. I played against R-Bar. We won, by the way, but
Humble brag.
I'll go R-Bar though. Yeah, an extra innings, but I'll go R-Bar. They're good.
I am going to go with my wonder twin, Derek Davis, and our monkey, Gleek Josh. Love you guys. I believe in you.
Go Jerks.
I have to cheer for my husband and his best friend Josh, but the girls on that team, I love you,
Fact.
Amber, and I know Sarah is fucking killer. I don't know the other ladies on your team, and it sucks for me. But Katie Marcus and Sarah Gio and Ashley Jarmer and Jess Ritten are
Those are good players.
good fucking Jess Ritten. All the ladies on their team are going to be there, and they hold it down. You can't win without your ladies, and these ladies do dominate. If Katie Marcus is there, you put her in any position in the field, and you're done for.
It's true.
So I'm going to stick with one peg leg and Katie Marcus.
We're going with the pirate over the R-Bar.
We are. Bar. Okay. Hobbs Park, 7 o'clock, the undercard for Game of the Week.
I mean, are we watching the championship game at 7?
If
It
you're
looks like
not
it.
playing kickball at 7 o'clock, I hope you're at Hobbs Park because Muddy Waters at Tree Care. This is the 2019 championship game replay that never happened because everybody was whining about everybody being out of town. Who's got what?
I think both these teams are gonna have people out of town this
Again?
weekend.
Oh,
Yeah, and knowing who might be out of town for what team, I think Tree Care is gonna take this one. I think Tree Care has this, but it's gonna be a great game.
I'm not sure who's staying for Sunday. Do you know who's staying in Denver for Sunday?
I'm not sure, but
I thought most of them were coming back for that game.
Yeah.
I mean, they're probably going to try.
At practice.
I mean, to get back by 7, you got to leave Denver by 9 or 10.
If you're driving.
Yeah.
If you're driving, I've done that a lot.
All right.
if rosters are full, I might go Muddy, but if we're missing a couple of people from each team, I'd probably go Tree Care.
So if there's gaps in the roster, you're saying Tree Care?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to bank on Muddy the whole way.
All right.
I'm going to also go with Muddy.
All right.
My allegiance is with Tree Care.
There you go.
They do good work.
They do good work. And you know what? Tree Care volunteers every chance they get to help out Kaw Valley Kickball League and with donations, monetary and physical labor. So thank you.
I'm gonna go Tree Care.
Stacey has a lot to say, and I think we maybe
No,
shouldn't let
Stacey
her
has
talk.
nothing to say except for, I love me some Tree Care.
There you go. Okay. This is a really hard one. If I could see the rosters now, I could make a really good prediction. But my heart says Tree Care. My head says Muddy. I'm not really sure what to do.
I know which team follow.
I'm gonna go with
What's your butthole say? Is it tight or loose?
Clinched butthole goes with the Flanders family.
I'm gonna go Muddy.
All right. I think that might be another split room.
Just
All right.
Go watch this game if you can.
Again,
It's gonna be-
all the new went
This
Muddy,
is
all
the-
old went Tree Care.
I think, depending on
Okay.
Riley and I are in the
Right.
same boat.
Never
Riley and I are in
mind,
the
you're
same
right.
boat.
either way, honestly,
It's not really new.
It's going to be a really good game.
it's going to be a toss-up regardless of who's there.
So-
it's going to be an awesome game.
Riley's
If
an
you can't be
anomaly
there-
because she's been playing for a while, but she's still very young and has baby face, so she's in the new old category.
When we say new to the podcast.
There we go.
I've
Okay.
been in the league for like 10 years,
Okay.
so I'm like kind of old.
Okay.
She's been around so long. I swear she was on this podcast before, but apparently she
I
was
wish.
not.
No, I wasn't.
No. So, game of the week is going to be a little bit harder to predict. Hobbs Park 9:15 official D-Holes versus Shirt Factory.
Dairy.
Holy shit, I didn't realize this when I was making this
It is.
schedule. How did you not notice that? What the hell's wrong with
Really,
you?
really, Stacey.
Because it takes a lot.
No, I know. I've been there.
The ladies on both these teams are all pretty good friends, and my fiance Steve plays on Shirt Factory. But I mean,
Are you all
And-
drinking together?
And
this weekend?
Steve's gal's
Yes.
girl is on.
yes, Steve's groom's gal Rashna is on his team. My flower lady is on my team. We got a lot of our wedding party we're playing with this weekend. Alex, my ring bro. Tyler and Andy, well, they're groomsmen, but
Oh, are they going to show up and play?
nah.
They might.
Tyler won't. No.
Aw.
Andy, who knows?
Get Court out of retirement. That would
I
be
mean,
dope.
I'm wearing leggings. I'm wearing tall socks. I'm ready to slide cleats up into third base. I don't care if Steve's playing. Like I will. I will bleed. I will fucking bleed to win this game. That's what I'm doing.
I will let you know he was playing catcher at the last game, and
I'll slide into home cleats up. Fuck it.
Steve. If Steve,
I mean, I love you.
if Steve's at catcher and the guy who is playing third is still at third next week, and they still continue to not communicate and both crash for the ball and run into each other every time, you're gonna win. I got D-holes on this game.
I mean, they should have Steve at third, but that's just my opinion.
I got D-holes. Yeah, after this week, Ringo has his opinions. Definitely D-holes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I mean, both teams have amazing ladies, like Ari said. But after how the D-holes line game ended, I'm gonna go D-holes. I think they're gonna win this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go D-holes too.
Please don't poop your pants, D-holes. Hey, we'll be throwing some shit out, too. You'll have to wait and see what it is in 7th inning stretch, but we'll be throwing some shit out in the stands. And no, it's not Jello shots. We're too lazy to fucking make those.
I like shit.
We made such good Jello shots
We
years
did,
ago.
and I don't have time
can't
on
top it.
Saturday. Yeah, I mean, once we made the coffee Bailey's Jello shot and the mimosa Jello shot and the whiskey pickleback Jello shot, like I just don't have the energy to make those amazing Jello shots again. But they were fucking good.
I can say best shots of the game.
Best shots. I mean,
Yes, I stand by those
there was
shots.
a
They were the best.
chocolate-covered coffee bean on top of
Yes,
those
there
coffee
was.
Bailey's shots.
I'm going to go with D-holes too, but I do have a question. I've showed up to when we've had earlier games, and there's always a team that's like practicing. Not always. That's a big word, but most of
of the time. Is that the Shirt Factory?
That is true, yeah. They used to, like, in recent years, they would show up, like, at 3, no matter what time their game was, 5 or 7, to, like, have a kicking practice. Because they're, half their team's here, half's in Kansas City, so they don't have, like, midweek practices.
Who needs a drink? They do have amazing ladies, but I'm still going people.
They do have amazing ladies.
So for new podcasters, I know, Sarah, but do you know the history of the Shirt Factory? Do you know where they come from?
I do not.
Okay, so they have the longest winning championship streak in the league. They won, 3 in a row? 3 straight in a row. Brienne Keister,
were against Lion,
6
I
straight.
think.
Brienne Keister on their team, their pitcher, has won the most championships out of any player in the league. She is also a dentist. She's super badass. But I know they're going through changes, or the change, you could say. They're heading into a super change.
Jackie.
I have not.
And originally,
for too long.
and originally, Bree and her sister weren't going to be back this weekend.
Correct.
But they're going to be.
They're going to be back. So it's a lot closer. I would have picked the D-holes because of what happened Sunday. I think you want a clean victory, but I think if Brienne, if you're going to cleats up, well, Brienne's going to not wear any cleats and still get on base and score.
She doesn't have to wear cleats. She's that good.
Yes, she's
but
never worn
also
cleats either.
The D-hole ladies invite the Shirt Factory ladies to have afternoon Bloody Marys at Louise's West, which is our tradition to kind of loosen your butthole up before the game. We always do it as D-holes, but now we're inviting the Shirt girls because they're all our friends. So we want to go drink Bloody Marys before the game, mid-afternoon. Then we can take a nap and sleep it off and then play.
Perfect.
Exciting game.
Should be an exciting game, definitely.
It is. It's going to be fun.
So moving on to some of our another wonderful non-for-profit that we have rolling in the Lawrence area. It's called Amplify Lawrence. Amplify Lawrence is an intersectional feminist movement associated with the International Girls Rock Camp Alliance. Every year, Amplify Lawrence hosts a summer camp in which girls and trans youth between ages of 12 and 18 come together and form bands. The camp is not limited to any specific style or genre, as each band member brings their own unique flavor. The camp provides multiple workshops each day, including topics related to songwriting, band promotion, team building, intersectional feminism, movement, anti-oppression, self-defense, self-expression, and more. What started off as Girls Rock Kansas saw its numbers grow steadily over the past 6 years. As part of the growth came the realization that the term girls was not fully inclusive, and a name change was instituted by its own campers in the hopes that its future members and volunteers would feel welcome in their community. The rebranded Amplify Lawrence has a showcase every year that is not just about the diversity of its music, but the diversity of the performers themselves. Promoting a safe space for femmes and other marginalized gender identities to find their voice is paramount, and their goal is to foster the growth, self-respect, collaboration, and critical thinking of individuals of all backgrounds and abilities with a non-competitive learning environment. Be sure to visit their Facebook page for upcoming events and alerts, or you can check out past lineups on their website at amplifylawrence.com. So please support Amplify Lawrence. I think it's important to always acknowledge that it is all right to evolve and to change for the greater good in the world, and that's what you're seeing in Amplify Lawrence. And I hope that's what you're finding today on our KIFA podcast and the KIFA event on Saturdays.
We definitely fully endorse anyone, anything, any group that can acknowledge change and grow and learn from the people around them. Up to 11, Jackie Firecracker Becker, our badass, amazing sponsor, has multiple shows coming up soon. Another fun one is called Japanese Breakfast. Yes. They are October 8th at Liberty Hall. I am not a music person because I am boring and old, and I will screw this shit up all the time. Japanese Breakfast, she is October 9th at Liberty Hall. If you want tickets, go to Liberty Hall's website, talk to Jackie, she'll tell you where to find them. Twitter, Instagram, up to 11, and Jackie has been a ally, friend to everything, humans, animals, for as long as I've known her, and if you're not a part of her life, you are missing out. Currently, we are moving on to our spotlight on another new player on our team. Amber, what led you to join KVKL? How'd you get a part of this? Being a new kid on the block, what is your favorite thing? What makes it special to be here? And remind us veterans what we might have forgotten, because I've been playing so long, I'm super jaded. What kind of goals do you have?
So what led me to join KVKL?
and then I started working at an elementary school. And someone else in this podcast, Summer Stacy.
Summertime Stacy.
And there was an opening. She recruited another one of our colleagues and her husband to create a team, and they asked me, and I was like, I mean, I've never played a sport, but I guess sure, why not? And so that's kind of what happened there.
I may have talked up the league a little bit.
Who doesn't?
My favorite part about this league has been just how close everyone is and the community that's built. So coming in for my first season pre-COVID and meeting my teammates the first game, that was always fun, but then starting to play and having people offer to help or going to people in the league and asking for advice and having a beer with them and they would give you ideas. I know we had lots of people come out and help us with our kicking and defense. Like I know Sarah came out and helped our team before, so just
Which Sarah? There's like 1,000 of us.
Sarah Hiley.
There you go.
Came out, and she wasn't the only one. So that first season, we were like very fortunate. We had a lot of people within the league come out and help us grow as a team, and I know for me personally, helped me grow as I figured out how to play a competitive sport. So,
Is this your first sport?
yes, I actually, my first game had to go touch the base. I was very scared it was going to move on me.
No, they're grounded.
Every game, I'm like, will this actually stay put?
Only if it's on grass do you need to worry about that.
That's what someone told me recently. So far I haven't had to play on a grass field, so...
What?
Yeah.
It's so
Olivia,
fun
have
to
you
do,
played
though.
on grass in our league?
Not in this league, no.
What the fuck?
Did we play grass last season?
Oh
I don't
my
think we did.
God.
We didn't play grass last season. We didn't have to do it this season.
I'm sorry to derail, but I miss grass.
When I say we didn't have to.
so fun.
No, my team is always up for grass.
Okay.
I mean, who doesn't like grass?
Anyways,
holes are always down for grass.
We'll make it happen. Continue. I'm sorry to derail you.
The devil's lettuce. I mean, everyone likes grass.
I think...
Right? Ringo, too.
As far as this part about, like, something that's special, again, I just think that sense of community, being able to go out and see people that recognize you and just have that support wherever you're at, not just Sundays at Kickball, but in the community as well. And then goals for me, I am really, really practicing kicking. And so I've got a lot of great advice from people within my team.
Bunting, kicking away, place kicking.
All of the above.
Okay.
So I... most recently, I've got a lot of great advice about bunting, but also place kicking is something that we've been working on. So if you're someone and you've given me advice on that, I very much appreciate that, again, from my team and outside of my team as well. So my goal is just keep doing that and get on bases.
Apparently we did play grass in 19. Your team probably just did not. Thank you,
Neither
Shipley.
did my team then, because I never played on grass.
Some of only a few teams get it.
So long ago.
It's been 1,000 years.
I was going to say this might be a good time to let people know that, hey, watch the Facebook page because Wednesday night pickup games are back.
Yeah.
So if you do want to work on skills, that's a good place to do it. Yep.
And
Always a good time.
People go to those scrimmages to get, like, it's literally just a pickup game, but there's so many people out there with so much experience. Corner somebody and be like, I want your advice. And you don't even need to know them because we are a kickball family.
I would like to real quick say, I know for me, last season it was really anxiety-provoking going because I was like, oh my god, I'm new, I've never played sport. But that wasn't the case at all. Getting out there, you get to meet people, they're always willing to help, answer any questions you have. So it's a lot of fun and a place that's inviting and you're able to grow on your skills. So just if you're new to the league and you're kind of feeling anxious about it, I felt that, but please know that everybody out there wants to see you improve and get better with this game, and you might make some of your dearest and nearest friends. So.
Yeah, and I would say that's the case from 1 to 36.
Yes.
All of those teams.
5 of my Kickball T-Rex family is sitting in this room right now, so. I've got a couple questions from the Kickball page. I'm only going to do a couple really quick. The one that I personally liked was from Ben Hutnick. It says, if KVKL 2021 was a movie, what movie it would be and why? I'm personally going to answer this one. I'm not going to let anybody else answer it because the answer is Meatballs. Have you ever seen the movie Meatballs? It's about a summer camp, and it's the poor kids versus the rich kids, and they have Olympics. And the rich kids always win because they have trainers and they have money. And I'm not going to be able to find it on a whim here, but there's a whole scene where Bill Murray goes through a motivational speech because the rich team across the lake just always keeps winning, but it just doesn't matter. 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 And this is literally a fucking child's game. We are playing kickball. You're paying us to play this game. It doesn't fucking matter. We're here to have fun. Thank you, Kickball, for giving me 20 years.
Now, my movie is also a summer camp movie. My favorite movie of all time, called Wet Hot American Summer.
Oh my God, yeah!
And like when I had to think why, I was like, I don't know, it's been a wet hot summer. I don't know, like that's all I got. It's been a wet hot American summer for kickball.
Anybody?
I really thought about this. First it was like, oh, How to Train Your Dragon, or How to Train Your Dragon. But then I really thought about it, and I'm going to go with Miracle's hockey movie. And so...
It's a great movie.
Yeah, USA, they were like not going to win. They were favored to lose, but then they came back. I'm just speaking from my own team experience right now. Their coach gave some of the best motivational speeches, and if you haven't checked out a Dr. Craig Webb speech, as our captain, he is phenomenal at those. So I was like, that's relatable right now to my season. A lot of people on the podcast have said we weren't going to win, and we kind of come back with some wins. So that's my movie.
I think for my team, it would be the Bad News Bears because nobody ever picks the goddamn Harpies. And
Lie.
I think,
Lie.
Well, it's we've had to prove ourselves over and over and over again.
Bring
which is
back
totally
the vagina
fine.
cookies.
Well, she left a long time ago. Anyway, Bad News Bears because everybody thinks we're always going to come out, we're going to lose, and I think that people thought we didn't belong in the ones, and I think we've shown people that we're in the ones, and we definitely belong there.
Does anybody else have an answer for that? Because I'm moving on. The best team that no one has been talking about. I'm going to stick with Brutang.
Button grind.
I would go with that too this season.
Yep.
All right, button grind. Brutang.
Grind. R-bar has been good, I think.
R-bar has been good?
Yeah, really
Yeah.
good. They, moved
R-bar
from the
too,
6s to
yeah.
the 4s, so.
They did jump from a 4 to
Louise's?
the... Yeah, Louise's is 1-6 now. They got their first win. We should be talking about them a little bit.
Triple X was really good on Sunday.
Triple X was really good on Sunday, says Jackie. Anybody else we're missing that should get some love?
Nah.
All right. Fuck the other 32 teams. Another really deep, hard-hitting question. What time slot do you prefer to play at? I actually do like that question. I personally prefer the 7 o'clock games because 5 o'clock in Kansas is hot.
I prefer the 5 o'clock games. I like to play in the 5 o'clock games and then ref at 7. I feel like I get a little overexerted in the 5 p.m. game if I'm reffing that one.
Oh, yeah?
I prefer the 9 o'clock game.
I also prefer the 9 o'clock games.
Good answer.
You'll know.
Good answer.
Bring on 9 o'clock.
I'm sorry, brand new baby team. You have to earn that spot, and you will have that next year.
All right. And then, quickly, if you can think of anything, what team and sponsors have the best food? I'm going to go with Soda Jerks, Mass Street Soda. What, 5,000 different sodas?
Ladybird Harpies.
Woos, Free State, Harpies. I got a trifecta there because I want the burger.
Apparently, our bar has the best wings in town.
They do, and their quesadillas are pretty good.
I mean, okay,
yeah,
let's
the
just say
quesadillas are
that
really
all
good.
of the KVKL sponsors have amazing food.
And I'm going to say that the current Kickball website does not have a list of all the sponsors, and that makes me sad. So whoever's supposed to do that, do that. Woost and Melange by Jackie, obviously the best vegan food on the planet.
I want brunch
agree.
at the Woost. I want a cheeseburger and steak fries from Ladybird, and then I want like every appetizer from Free State and beers.
I hear
That's
the
what I
Bill
want.
And then
Self
we'll
is really
hit
good, but I don't eat meat.
our bar up for some wings, and we do have another food place now, Mr. Brews.
Is that food or is it drinks?
It's food too.
I don't know what that
Yeah.
is.
Yes, Brewtang is Mr. Brews. It's out. I have never eaten there, but I know they're another food sponsor, so let's give them some.
They have decent cauliflower wings.
I mean,
Ooh, good to
Things
know.
about them.
Yeah.
So, best drinks. My home away from home, the Red Lion Tavern, has the best cocktails. I'm sorry.
They also have an amazing beer selection.
They make cocktails specifically for me. The Kansas cream soda is part of my brainchild. Whether if you haven't had it, give it a shot. Louise's has schooners.
Goonies. And also, I will say, even if I'm at the Red Lion, I drink a lot of Free State beer.
And then, Johnny's is a North Lawrence classic.
Ooh, pizza.
Right?
Oh, yeah, they have food, too. Pizza.
And if I'm missing you as a food or drink sponsor, I apologize. But, if you're trying to feed your pets, go to Posh Wash.
I'm going to go with our bar again, join their rep club. And also eat some of their wings again. Delicious.
Oh, wait, I have a text from Cougar.
Oh, God, Cougar, what?
Cougar says Johnny's Tavern Pizza.
I said Johnny's Cougar.
Okay, I don't like that, actually.
We love you, Cougar.
I would like to throw out to the league, if your team does not currently have a sponsor, boo on you, because it is not that hard to do. And I made a pamphlet that is literally like a little threefold.
We can send it to you.
We can send it to you, and I'm willing to go to a business with you and talk about kickball to an owner of a business for like an hour and make them just so bored with me that they will give you money to make me leave. So if you want to sponsor, shout out. We will help you get one. It is worth the money, and your sponsor will thank you. Trust me. Kickball is week to week talked about by 36 teams. That's almost 1,000 people talking about your team, your sponsor, every week for almost 4 months. Get your sponsors involved. Let's do a fun game. 2 truths and a lie. Megan, what do you got?
All right, the people playing this one is Aaron, Yacy, Jackie, and Chelsea. Ooh. Yeah, so Aaron, you are up first. The person that you have to figure out which one the lie is Amber from D-Holes. Okay.
Oh, God.
Here are the 3 facts. Amber has kayaked next to a hammerhead shark. She was crowned the 1999 Czech Princess of the Yukon, Oklahoma annual Czech Festival.
I totally believe that.
And she has driven her car at the Kansas Speedway and gotten over 100 miles per hour.
Okay, so all of these are believable for Amber because she is ridiculous. The hammerhead shark is believable because I know she went to Belize and was out in the water in Cancun, so that's believable. If I had to pick one personally, I'm probably going to go with the Speedway, but I know they had Ken's Roxas out there, so I don't fucking know. These are all really hard. I'm going to go with the Speedway one, though. No? That's true? Fuck.
Yeah.
So true.
Oh, you missed it. The lie was she was crowned the 1999 Czech Princess.
We were all wrong.
She went so in depth with that one. I was convinced when she texted it to me. I was like, oh, she's done that. Yeah, she's totally done that.
Sounds believable. Amber, your lies are really good because I don't know if you've met, if you don't know Amber Lord, I'm pretty sure she's down for anything, so I believe these are all on her bucket list if she hasn't done them yet.
Well, also, Alex's point on this was she drives 100 miles per hour on a regular highway, so I totally believe that.
Can confirm.
All right. So next up is Yacy. Yacy, your person that you have to guess for is Derek Davis from Soda Jerks.
There's a lot of history there.
All right.
There is. You guys have known each other longer than I've known him.
Yes.
So here are your 3 facts from him. Figure out which one's the lie. Only his wife and his immediate family know his middle names. His first KVKL team was Toy Store, and he has technically been married twice.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to go with the married twice.
You guessed correctly.
Got you, Derek.
I was like, oh, snaps.
No. For our home loan, they needed divorce papers, and we were like, fuck you. There's no divorce papers. Eat shit.
All right, Jackie, you ready for yours?
All right.
Your person that you have to guess for is Cameron Lauer from Sacred Sword.
That's going to be hard.
I don't think it's going to be hard for you.
Okay.
So his 3 statements are that he is colorblind, he has 12 siblings, and he has a tattoo of Jurassic Park.
It's the first one.
You are wrong.
No! Dang it!
Cameron is indeed colorblind.
Colorblind. Ah.
Nope. The lie was he has 12 siblings. He has 11.
Dirty.
Cameron, tell your parents to put their pants on.
Dirty pool. Dirty pool.
Wrap it up. He got snipped after number 3.
All right. So last person up is Chelsea. You have to guess for Jana from Corksuckers.
Jana.
Love Jana.
Love me some Jana.
All right. So here are her three. Her maiden name was Crapser. It's spelled Crapser. Craps. I would say Crapser, but
It's Casper.
okay. Her legal name is Jana Banana, and she has a cat named Sunny, or had a cat named Sunny, who lived to be a whopping age of 23.
Well, then I'm going to go with the first one, the Crapser.
You mean since Aaron ruined it?
I didn't know that was. I thought it was a typo.
Nope.
That would be the lie.
Said, but I do know that her name is Jana Banana, and I do know she had a cat that was really old.
Yeah.
Very old.
I didn't mean to ruin it.
She's
Unfortunately,
also
Sunny
one of
passed
my.
away the
She's
last
a
year at
dodgeball
22.
teammate, so I know. I'm hung out with Jana old.
I literally was just like, are you doing a typo? What is happening if you can't pronounce it?
So we went 2 for 4. We're almost at 2 hours and 15 minutes, and that was my over-under.
Oh, all right.
Did we win a bet for you?
No.
Wrap it up. Put a bow on it, Aaron.
We're going to do a couple. Just one person gets to do it. Oh, come on, boo. We're going to do.
Oh.
We're going to do Kill, Fuck, Marry at request.
But it's per team, so you have to marry a whole team. You got to
We're gonna
marry
do
a
a
whole
few-
team.
we're gonna do a couple
kill
of
a whole
these.
team, or fuck a whole team.
And so
Yeah.
it's going to be Kill, Fuck, Marry. Draw 3 team names, kill, fuck, marry the team, and you can choose based on their level of sexiness, fuckability, marriability, or
Playability,
their
niceness, what the fuck
playability,
ever.
or their playability if you would want to be on their team. Kill, fuck, marry, go.
Killing him.
Okay, we have got a few of these.
We can do a few of these. 3 teams. So draw your 3 names. All 36 teams are in here.
I'll do it.
Oh, I think we probably can all do it if we go quickly. So once you get your names drawn, we'll go ahead. So just keep drawing names, move around the table. Aries up first because she drew
Oh
first.
shit, that's way too many.
Here, I'll take one.
I'm just gonna. Okay, you take those. Hey guys. Oh, wait a minute, still too many.
Too much thinking.
Okay, someone needs to go.
I don't have anything.
Okay, this is Ari. I've got it. My 3 are Young Spine, Muddy Waters, and Louise's. I'm gonna marry Young Spine so I can be taken care of chiropractically and whatnot.
Rico likes that.
I'm gonna fuck Muddy Waters because there's a lot of pretty people on that team, and I gotta kill Louise's because I don't have. I had to kill somebody.
Aw.
Sorry about it.
Stacy, do you got your 3?
Yes.
No, there's plenty of names left. Not every team will be mentioned. We don't have enough people,
All
probably.
right. So I have JDE, Shirt Factory, and Kicking Assets. And I think I'm going to have to... damn.
Draw your
I think
names,
I'm going to
Chelsea.
have to kill Shirt Factory. I know. I'm going to have to... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me change that. All right. Hurry up. Fast. I can't. Okay.
You're making the dog angry.
Oh, damn. Can you come back to me?
Okay, Chelsea.
Do it. I'm killing Asteroid Head. I'm fucking Woost, and I'm marrying the tree. Yeah.
There you go.
She wants her trees trimmed.
I had Post House, Ghosts, and Harpies. I'm killing Ghosts just because I know nothing about them.
Oof.
I'm gonna marry Harpies because I love Stacy, and I'll fuck Post House.
Yeah.
Because Riley's right
what we
there.
like to hear.
And I played against Post House, and they're pretty cool.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right, who's got some?
I got some. I have Free State, Soda Jerks, and Brutang. I think I am going to marry Free State.
It's the food and the beer, probably. Yeah.
Well, it's probably just the beer, honestly. They have nothing vegan on their menu.
Oh, Free State. Get with
Shots
the
fired.
times. Get with the time.
I guess they have chips and salsa. Fuck Soda Jerks and kill Brutang.
All right. Late fees, button grind, and drop stoppers. I'm gonna kill late fees. I'm gonna fuck button grind because
Yeah.
Baby is here. I got her. And then I'm gonna marry drop stopper as my ultimate.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm up. Okay, so I'm gonna kill Jazz House. Sorry, we were on a break. I don't know y'all. After this last week's game, I'm going to, fuck Sacred Sword. They were a little aggressive, but we'll go with that.
You're gonna-
And then marry Red Lion Tavern because they're fun.
They were really fun.
I like to get locked somewhere with
Who's next?
I'm good. I went
Megan?
Megan and Jackie and Stacy. She figured her shit out.
All right. I've got Posh Wash, Hookah House, and Johnny's. Well, obviously, I'm fucking killing Johnny's. We'll just get that one out of the way. So, Hookah House. Yeah, I'm going to fuck him because I got to marry Posh Wash because Alexis, if for some reason you are still listening at 2 hours and 17 minutes, you are my original kickball wife and I love you. And obviously, Aaron Adams, I love you too. And I love the owner of Posh Wash also. We'll live to old together with lots of cats.
I have R-Bar, Honey Badgers, and D-Holes. Gonna kill Honey Badgers. Y'all are but too young for me. R-Bar... R-Bar, probably going to fuck R-Bar. You guys have some cute people. D-Hole's going to marry you because I'm going to spend my life with Ari and Megan and Alex, and I know that.
Yeah.
You already do. You already do. All right, so the ones I picked was Love Guarding, Reading Rockets, and Red Legs. Man, Red Legs are just too aggressive. Even though I love Jordan so much, I'm killing you guys off.
Oh, wow.
Oh, sorry. Except for Jordan, she can stay. She can stay. I'll marry the Reading Rockets. They're so sweet, and they always have so much fun.
Except the old dude.
Except that weird old dude, so he can stay in the backyard.
You can switch with Jordan.
Yeah. Reading Rockets, drunk dude, can swap with Jordan. Jordan can marry me.
Like that.
And then I guess I'm fucking Love Garden.
I mean, they do have some old Chalmers on their team, so they are
Oh, yeah,
most fuckable. Yeah.
Most fuckable got spread out.
Let's go, Stacey. All right, so
You've had so much time.
Is it fuck, marry, kill?
Kill, fuck, marry,
No,
any order, doesn't matter.
Okay, so we're gonna go kill JDE because Avery's on that team.
Wow.
And I guess we're going to fuck Shirt Factory. Get your shit together, though. Come on.
But they're harder.
And we're going to marry Kicking Assets after that girl made that amazing catch and that I saw from the other field. We'll marry you every day.
There you
All right,
go.
put a ring on it. So, am I forgetting anything, kickballers, besides thanking you all for being here and talking about our amazing sponsor, Up to 11 Productions, who is on Instagram and Twitter. There's 2 more shows to talk about. I'm gonna butcher this name. Kavehi, October 23rd. Oh, she is from Lawrence. At the Granada. And then Julian Baker. November 15th. It's my own handwriting. I should know better. November 15th at Granada. You can go to the Granada's website for tickets. So the shows are all Liberty Hall and Bottleneck shows. I'm going to post them all online. I will link to the tickets so you can buy them. Nico Case, Deeper and Ohm, Men I Trust, Japanese Breakfast, Kavehi, sorry.
Almost.
And Julian Baker. All these shows are coming up between September 1st and November 15th. Buy your tickets, support local businesses, local venues, local promoters. And thank you again to the sponsors of the Girl on Girl Clinic. We have Sanos Massage.
KIFA.
I am apparently had too much to drink. The Kickball for All Clinic, Fine Fitness, Santa Massage, Nourish Training, Young Spine and Joint, Up to 11 Productions. Thank you, back of the shirt. And thank you again for every volunteer who came out there and gave us their time. We love you, and your time is invaluable and priceless. Panelists, go around the room, say goodbye. I'm Erin Amber Adams. Thank you so much to the Room of Requirement for staying room-shaped.
Summer, Stacy, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who is here and for giving me the goosebumps all night. It was an amazing podcast.
Thanks for having us. Room of Requirement on New York Street. This is Ari likes the harder Oxter from the D-Holes.
Ringo and Bonnie are here too.
Master gave Dobby a sock.
Chelsea, scandalous.
Oh, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's great. Signing off. Amber, Bang and Sidwell.
This is Yacy Young. Thanks for having me.
This is
Cracking back,
Sarah
Stacey.
Riley Booty. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
Olivia Lemus from Bun Grind. Thank you so much for having me.
Jackie Firecracker Becker and Megan Lady Hammond are here, and they would love to thank you for listening.
And don't forget the dog.
And the dogs, Bonnie and Ringo.
One-Eyed Willie and Chester.
Also, don't
And the
forget
cats are here. And
One-Eyed Willie and Chester Copperpot signing out.
signing off. Thank you, guys. We'll see you again next year, I hope.
Round of applause.
Yeah.
220. Oh, 220. Oh, 220 is how long we went for? I've gone longer.
Are we still talking?
Are we still in the air? I've gone longer.